about. But get one thing I want to ask you now. Who go come fix our Niger? Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things see they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things see they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Everything in life like competition. Now the priest they meet us for confession. Holy Ghost I'm no go for protection. And I just go fight all your progression. Many people plan not to jack out. But to get one thing I want us to know. Who go come fix our Niger? Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things see they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things see they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things see they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things see they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Many people plan not to jack down. This is the Vawulence space. Who go come fix our Niger? Who go come fix our Niger? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vawulence Space. Vawulence Space. Vawulence Space. Vawulence Space. Vawulence Space. Vawulence Space. Bulaba. Vawulence Space. Where patriots converge. Sharing. Raw facts. Brilliant analysis. Making reports. Friendly banter. Okay, welcome to the Vawulence Space. We're back again. It's a brand new week. From my side of the world, it's the atmosphere is very okay and sweet for me over here. I don't know about you. Wherever you're listening to me from right now, I say thank you guys for always joining this platform. Whenever we call, you guys always prompt yourself and come out here on time. I call you guys the first responders. You guys are always come out here, take the first seat. Make sure that this church, this mosque, this shrine, this atmosphere is all well charged up before our latecomers start coming in. Thank you guys for always sticking with us. I see my brother Wellman and John. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you to all of you requesting for the mic, all the blue tickers, non-blue tickers, all the padlock key obedience, all the chain obedience, all the children of the roasted corn, children of the burnt Mikano, children of the evil forest in the building. I say you guys are all welcome. Yes, it's that Vawulence space. That Vawulence space you've been hearing about. We are back again. And if it's your first time of you joining us, probably because I know the weekend has been hot. Everywhere they catch fire. So you can only hear Vawulence space, Vawulence space. We don't to do so many things for this country. Anywhere they are talking about us. Everywhere, to police station, to prison, to Aso Rock, we cause wahala. We know. And probably you've heard about our wahala and you came to verify, because on this platform we are big on go and verify. And you're here today, it's your first time. I say you're welcome. If it's your second time, you know what you got the last time. That's why you're back here again. And if it's your third time, you are now a regular. And for every single one of you, I say our day one violencers. I don't even know how to. I'll just use one space one day and start the space shouting out to you guys, because you guys are amazing. You guys are the ones that every single space. By the way, the Vawulence Space book, my own story, is coming out very soon. And yes, I just have to just put it out there, because this past couple of months, weeks, I've just been collecting my thoughts and putting it, because for me, I feel it's very important. What we have achieved on this platform is documented for posterity's sake. Because if we don't tell our story, probably in 20, 50 years time from now, we'll be talking about the Vawulence Space and you'll be hearing, oh, some radical young Nigerians that were this and that. No. It will be heard from the horse's mouth itself. So I just want to say thank you to all of you, our Day One Violencers. God bless you guys. It's been an amazing journey with you guys up until this moment. And hopefully we will continue going stronger and stronger and stronger. Let's have an amazing platform as we always do today. Please, as I always say on the platform, our 25% is sacrosanct. I don't know how many of us are on the platform already. Well, please, I want to indulge every single one of you. Listen to the sound of my voice. As long as you're on X. In fact, even those of you on YouTube, on Facebook, whatever on our Vawulence radio station, listen to me right about now. Please share the space, retweet the space, like the space. Let the world know that the one space on X is back and we're up and running. And as usual, we are taking no prisoners. So please, if you don't want your phone to get burnt, retweet, share the space. Let's get people into the building. Let's get our latecomers into the conversation because it's important. We get this conversation up. And my sister she'll be joining this space from Alagbon police station. Hopefully from Alagbon prison. Sarah Ibrahim, they say they have arrested you. Oh, you should have been here requesting my already. Do you want the IG of police have anything for us? That and more we'll find out on the course of this conversation today. So please, guys, join us today on the Vawulence space. Big shout out to all of you listening to us on the YouTube channel, from the radio channel, the Vawulence space, Facebook channel, every platform. We are doing our bit as a people to make sure we push this conversation as far and as wide as possible. Because for us, if it is just us on social media, on Twitter, here hearing these things that we know, it doesn't suit my belly. I need everybody, every Nigerian should know what we are discussing. So the past weekend has been very, very, very long. Unfortunately, I think it was overcome by so many events. We did not do our jobs as obedient. I would say that, including myself, I myself, I will be the first person to raise my hand and say I failed as an obedient over the past weekend because I would have focused all my energy and all my time in highlighting the great works our principal has been doing across the world right now. As we speak right now, he has toured United States of America. He's currently in London. He'll be meeting with some of our obedience. Probably that's why most will be hopefully on the platform today. We'll be getting to some of them will come up here and speak to us about the meeting that's being held right now in London. He has been doing a whole lot of dialoguing, with obedience in diaspora. And I've always said this all the time on this platform that for Nigeria or for any society to grow, you need your diasporan forces well behind you. It is well documented that we have over 20 million Nigerians in diaspora. When you have a population as much as 20 million, that's more. We have more Nigerians in diaspora than some countries have as their citizens. So the remittance of Nigerians in diaspora can be a very powerful force in stabilizing the economy of the country. But for Nigerians in diaspora to remit their money back in the country, they have to trust the system. But when the system cannot be trusted, I cannot send my money back home, except I'm sending it back home for charity or for little business or for this and that. But to invest my money back home is a no-no. Same with so many Nigerians in diaspora. I'll give a story of the Indians. People I know I've dealt with over here, and when you meet an Indian and you ask, the Indian gets his paycheck today, the next day he sent it back to India. He gets his paycheck today, he sends it back to India. And you keep wondering. I asked one, I had a conversation with one, and he was like, no, that his money is back home, he's safe. It's better for him that his money is back home than over here. He doesn't know what can happen here anytime. But the reverse is the case with Nigerians in diaspora. We have Nigerians in diaspora that I can bet and say they have hundreds of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of pounds, but those money are stocked in European banks. Those money are stocked in Western banks. Nothing going back home. Whatever is going back home, probably if they have a pet project back home, just send back money. Because the financial system in Nigeria is a system that is not independent of governance. Financial systems across the world are independent bodies that on their own stand. Look at how the CBN is in bed with the government. The CBN is meant to be an autonomous body on its own, having no business with the government. The moment foreign business know that your CBN takes orders from the government, automatically no foreign business is going to do business with you. Because they know that you are not stable. Not talk of when you now have a criminal drug baron overseeing the process in the country. He can wake up one morning and take three heavy joints and wake up and call CBN governor. Cardi B, where are you? I need you to. And investors' funds in the country will go to hell. These are those metrics that investors look at and say, should we invest in this country or not? Very, 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 very important. And for a government that does not have the backings of its diaspora population, that government is already bound to fail. Especially a dependent government like us, where we know that majority of Nigerians, what is sustaining them today are that they have a brother or an uncle in diaspora that is sending in something for them back home, because nothing is working in the country. Nothing is working in the country. It is unfortunate. So in the midst of this past weekend, we did not, I myself, I failed to highlight the great work Peter is doing in diaspora, because it is important that we, no matter what's happening with the Nigerian ecosystem, it is important we understand our roles as obedient. The first and foremost is to, for me, I'm speaking for myself, is to promote the works and interests of P2B, vis-a-vis the obedient movement. Then secondly, to act as an opposition, which is to call out the criminal system in power, expose them for their crimes against Nigerians, expose them for all the criminalities going on with them in the system. It is very, very, very important. And but for us, we're caught up in a lot of actions, about the weekend. This whole bars, left, right, and center, hitting here, hitting there. It's just been crazy. And I still understand why we have to do all these things, because an injury to one is an injury to all, and where we come from, you understand? But I still feel like we can still do both, but we did not do one part. And that's what we're doing it today, which is to highlight the great works P2B has gone to do in America, doing in London, and hopefully he does across other Nigerian communities in diaspora. It is very, 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 very important we understand these things. If we do not highlight these things, nobody will talk about it. Imagine, and you see obedience. You see where I'd always fought us. Let me use this instance now. If one picture of P2B trend in London tonight, and probably he was rushing to that meeting, and he wears two left leg sandals, and the children of the roasted corn and the children of the burnt Mikano highlight that picture and tweet it. See P2B's shoe, see the kind of shoe where the man they wear, blah, 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 blah. You will see us, all of us, now we go and attack that picture, and all of a sudden, P2B in USA, P2B in London, we will start trending. It will start trending automatically, because they have gone to amplify it. But instead of us to be on our own now, start up to and just start an agenda and start discussing about it, we don't like doing these things. So for me, I feel it's very, very important for us to understand that we should be always trying to be trendsetters, pace setters, not always reactive. Most times we're always, okay, they say this about P2B, then we jump on it. If they don't say anything about P2B, maybe I'm giving an expo. I'm giving an expo now, they'll stop talking about P2B. We will stop talking about P2B. Reno now will stop his job, and Buana will stop their job. I talk too much sometimes. Well, that's by the way. Well, please, obedience. Today we are talking about P2B's journey. If you're in diaspora, you're in any of those meetings that he held in America, please come out here on this platform today and talk about it. Let us know what happened in the meetings. I know that those that are in London today meeting with him tonight, some of them hopefully be on the space with us today and talk about it. Let me jump down to real quick today. Bulaba economy. The economy of, God bless you, my brother Omega XD. Whoever gave, wow, the spirit of God that gave you that inspiration. Subsidy gone from day one. Propaganda on day two. Hey, fake news on day three. That song, they bust my head. That song, they bust my head. That is exactly where we are in this country right now. Propaganda on day one, subsidy gone on day one, propaganda on day two, fake news on day three, and that's how they have been rinsing and circulating this system for the past 10 months. Subsidy is gone, day one. Right now, they are paying times 2 of what Buhari was paying for subsidy. And the price of petroleum is times 3 of how much Buhari was selling petroleum. And Nigeria are quiet. Nigeria were doing nothing, because that is our job as opposition, to highlight these things. We are not doing our work. We are not doing our work at all. That is why Tinubu can be paying subsidy as we speak right now in the tune of times 2 of what Buhari paid, and has increased them. So if Nigerians really understand what Tinubu is doing to Nigeria, honestly speaking, Nigeria should be up. Nigeria should be right by Nigerians by now should have taken over the whole street of the country. But it is because they have always found means of distracting us from the issues. They have always found means of making us stay out of discussing these issues. That is why all this criminality, I can stand right. Today I was just making some little notes and I was like, Omo, the criminality that Tinubu and his gang has done in the past 10 months is I can beat it and say it has surpassed PDP 16 years in government. 10 months of criminality of Tinubu's government has surpassed 16 years of PDP's criminality. But we are not talking about it because these people are masters in the art of deception and distraction. Distract these people, divide these people across different. Exactly the game that was played by the colonial masters is what they're doing right now. Divide them along tribal and ethnic lines, along religious lines. They keep stealing. If you check into this budget, we're not even talking about the supplementary budget of last year. That one they don't chop all that money finish. That eating the supplementary budget of last year without nothing to show for it. They are coming to the budget of this year and go and check the inflated figures in that budget. You will weep. In the midst of all these things, all the policies, this man came up like a Van Damme, like an Schwarzenegger, and this subsidy is gone. This is gone. Everything, he has descended everything behind the back, without nobody knowing, without nobody saying anything. The media that is meant to hold him accountable are all in his pocket. It is just me and you that know this thing. And it's just me and you that come up on spaces and talk about it. So that's why if you go meet somebody in the street of Nigeria, they will say, now God. We have put everything in the hands of God. We are not blaming God for everything. We don't even understand our own duties as Nigerians. They are using billions of dollars these people are just criminals. To defend the Naira. The same Naira that they came out and said they are floating the Naira. And Peter Obi came out and said, you can't just come out and float a Naira that has nothing to defend it. Or you're floating it on what grounds? And they came out and they were insulting Peter Obi then. Go there at his thread. Insult. They have now gone behind and they're depleting our falling reserve that is nowhere to be, that is nowhere. They're depleting it and using those billions of dollars to defend it. Naira, causing this artificial drop we're seeing right now. All this drop we are seeing right now, if you ask them now, what is the economic policies or the basis on why the dollar or the Naira is crashing? Ask any of them, they cannot single-handedly come out and tell you, this is what we're doing, this is what Tinubu has put in place, this is what the next 6 months, this is what will happen. They are just using money artificially to defend it. Then they now use fake news media to come and propagate it. Tomorrow they'll come out and tell you, the dollar has crashed to 600. They will now tell the Insta bloggers and the rest to tweet it, to post it. Meanwhile, we know the reality. Using propaganda to try and run an economy is a recipe for disaster. This is not the time of Hitler. This is a time that every single person is just that we are in a very lazy generation. Every person, whatever I tell you right now, you can simply be doing Google search. And you research for yourself and you find out if Saddam is lying or is telling the truth. And for us on this platform, now we have built this platform on facts and figures, it is important we always come out here and state it as it is. The only thing that you can point out to is that, dollar fell from 19 to 1,200. How has it affected the common man in the market? How is it affecting basic economic principles? What and what? How does it affect Nigerians in general? Has it reduced the price of petroleum, or is the price of gas, have it fallen down? What is the effect? Economy of Jaguda, Sakamanje economics. It is honestly horrible where we are. But hopefully, our job, as I always say on this time, is that if Nigeria is ever going to have a revolution, has to come out from the fact that the opposition plays their role actively as opposition. Because if we do not play our role as opposition and we keep falling for different kind of distractions that these people will throw away, because for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I can bet you and swear that Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his gang of criminals will have every single, they can give us a headline every single day for us to be distracted, that we won't talk about this government. They can give us this as every single day propaganda they will give us. Inflation has gone up to 40%, but dollar has fallen. They will use different. Tomorrow they can come out and talk one, and because they know that many of us we will not stick to issues, we will jump on it. Our job to rile up Nigerians to stand up for their rights is to continue exposing the criminality in this system. I was reading how much these people get mind, sha. I was reading how much these guys were about to spend on a kilometer of road, that coastal that coastal road that said they want to be from Lagos to Calabar. Ah! Hopefully, before the end of this space, I'm going in the course of the space, I'm going to have to bring out figures. How much we want to spend on 1 kilometer of that road? It is crazy. Bola Ahmed Tinubu's godfather, Gilbert Chaguri. I am saying it in my chest. Bola Ahmed Tinubu's godfather, Gilbert Chaguri, the man, the greatest money launderer that have come out of in the world, a Lebanese. The man that owns over 80% of Lagos. He owns almost 80% of Lagos Island. I'm saying this with my chest, so you know, go and verify. All those lands in Lagos Island, I didn't get them. He virtually owns Eco Atlantic. Gilbert Chagure. Google about that man and find out about him. That was the man that Abacha used to launder all our natural resources, our finances during Abacha's regime. That man is Bola Ahmed Tinubu's godfather. He is the same man that during the whole election period, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was always running to go and meet in France. Remember when they kept telling you he's sick, he's going to France. He was always going to meet and give his oga. That man is the one that owns the construction company called High Tech. High Tech is the company that awarded the contract to construct that road from Lagos to Calabar. Go and check out the figures that company has that they used to embark on that project. Please go and check out our figures. And after the construction of that road, if it ever happens, they were going to tax every motorist that tore that road 3,000 naira per day. Meanwhile, the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Budget and Planning, sorry, under this same Tinubu's regime, is Atiku Bagudu. A strong henchman that was also a heavy money launderer for Abacha. So we are back to the Abacha system of stealing and siphoning Nigerian money. Those men are the people that are holding the corridors of power today. We in opposition are meant to be doing our work. We just keep quiet. We don't do anything. We just allow people to carry us trabaye. They are focused on Saddam and Sarah. And Jimmy and this. We have to stand up, my people, and we have enough ammunition to nail these people. I say it all the time that you don't need any propaganda as an obedient. You don't need any propaganda as an obedient or fake news as an obedient to drag this government. You don't need anyone. This is a government of criminals. The evidence are bound right before our faces, but we are not doing our work. You don't need to say anything you say as an obedient upon this government. You can back it up. But we're not doing our jobs. We are focused on mundane issues, focused on I say all the time, for some people, maybe it's clout. But if we understand our job as an opposition, this government don't deserve any rest. I would like to just run really quick to Edo State. Edo has already brought out the vice gubernatorial candidate. And from all I've heard, that he's a very powerful and strong politician also, like Apata. All I'm here to say, as I've always said, is obedience for what do they call them? Obedience for Ifeanyi for Umba. How far? How market? Obedience for Frank Weke. Obedience for Sheriff. How far? How market? Please, obedience in Edo State. Rally behind Apata. It is only when you rally behind a candidate that you can hold that candidate responsible. for his actions or inactions. That today we can come out and we're dragging LP people is because we know that we contributed one way or the other to the emergence in governance. When you do obedience for Asue or obedience for APC or PDP, none of those guys, when they get to power, will look at you. They don't send you. You can't hold them responsible. It is very, very important. And do you have a competent candidate in Edo State? Perfectly, yes. Please, Edolites, it's time to get to work. And obedience also. Peter Obi has said it with his own chest. If you call yourself obedient, I believe the word obedient came out from people that stand on the values and virtues of Peter Obi, that follow him and trust in his judgment and trust in what he has come out to do. And he has come out categorically to say, I am supporting Apata. If you are obedient in Edo State and our superior have come out and say, I am supporting Apata, the greatest thing you can do is to denounce your obedience and now carry your name and your family name and your chest and say, I, Saddam, do not agree with Peter Obi. I am supporting Asue. I am supporting Asari Dokubo. I am supporting this or that. But please do not carry us as a group because our Oga have already said he is supporting Apata. So anything obedient in Edo State is to Apata. You might not like it. You might not sit down well with you for any sentiment that you feel. And I understand and I respect your decision. But please don't carry the group name obedient and do anything. Obedient in Edo State is totally 100% for Apata. Our guy don't tell us we will go there. Now there we will go. Any other thing is called disobedience. You're not an obedient. Please go there with your family name. Go there with your name. Support who you want to support. I will never come for you or drag you. You have your right. You have chosen to follow that person for any reason you want to follow. No wahala. But please, that's our obedient the way we they manage. Please don't carry am go with us. Thank you. All right, guys, welcome to the Vawulence space. Jimmy, this is the way rush carry on up. I think I hope it's not that urgent, but if it's urgent, I think our light just coming right now, guys. Please, guys, before Jimmy, I call you, Sarah, let me hear your voice. I just want people to confirm that they say that you carry your PA, that people in my DM they say it's your PA that came here with your phone just to do appearance. Sarah Ibrahim, are you speaking from Division 2?
Saddam, you guys should stop this rough play, Jerry. But this is
Thank
not
you.
Sarah Ibrahim, but this is our PA. Hello, Sarah Ibrahim
I,
space.
I'm,
Is here,
I'm,
Sarah Ibrahim
I'm not
space.
the Sarah Ibrahim. I'm not the
Sarah,
Sarah Ibrahim.
I'm not
I am the
Sarah
Sarah.
Ibrahim. I'm only the friend of Sarah
Sarah,
Ibrahim.
Sarah,
Jimmy, how are you?
Sarah,
Hi. Guys,
I'm
I've
fine.
been so I like
See,
to,
hold on, Sarah, hold on. I want to set timer now because there is a bet on your head that if you speak for 2 minutes, they will pay 1 million naira. So
ah
this is 4 minutes now. I want to start now. Oh yeah, you can start talking now.
so
1 million naira. I
if you
go tweet her
collect,
now.
please, if you collect that money, I beg bring it my
Yes.
way because there are some people we need.
I'm going after that money, please. 4 minutes,
There
I
are some
beg.
there are some
Come to
people we
work.
need to do giveaway for so that they can continue to buy data. It's like Sarah Ibrahim is now the new she's now the new level of their online hard work that they are doing. I've been so tired and so busy, guys. Like I just even got home. I was even heading for a meeting this morning. I was on the phone with Messi. We're supposed to even conclude a deal today for some people that wanted to even pay like very good money. But Messi, if you're here, I'm so sorry. Tati Messi. And Tati Messi wants to kill me. Like she's been on my phone. Like, where have you been? Where have you been? Because I had to sort out other things. Like today has been hectic. And I think this week is going to be hectic. I have a whole lot of things to get done. Um the whole Edo State elections also. on the way and plans for the campaign to start. We're in a meeting till like in the middle of the night yesterday, and I had to wake up very early this morning to rush out for work and all that other stuff. So I don't have like guys. I used to tell you people should please ignore these people. They don't have work. They don't have anything. Their life is on the floor, so they don't have anything to do with their time. They don't have anything to do with their energy. All they want to do is just come and be crying and wailing online. So when you see them wailing, just allow them to wail. That's the only thing that gives them joy. They don't have joy at home. They don't have happiness. The only thing that gives them happiness is coming online to wail. So just let them. Well, let's be ignoring these people because they are not worth our time. They're not worth the attention. We have more serious issues to focus on in the country. We have extremely serious issues to actually put our minds on, to ensure that we have the country that we are all trying to get or trying to achieve. Yeah, so there's actually no issues.
Officer, hold on. It remain 2 minutes. Make Sarah talk for 2 minutes. Officer, hold on, hold up.
Jimmy,
Oh
what
yeah,
are you
Sarah,
saying? I don't
two
have the
minutes.
strength. Like I
To
just
allow you talk.
I was even trying to even cook something. I'm like, yo, guy, with this stress, let me go and sit somewhere and eat some, nice Chinese. No, so you guys can come join me. I'm just really stressed. It's been a hectic day. I'm also gonna have another hectic day tomorrow. Please, Toti Messi, I'm sorry. I've allowed Messi to miss some money today, but I'm sure we'll conclude it by tomorrow and we'll get them to pay the money, and then you receive your large, so yeah, there's so many business deals that we need to conclude and strike out. So we've just been busy, guys. That's just it. And on a normal day, like regularly, for me personally, I don't come online every time. If people notice, I only come online like weekends. In a day, I might just tweet like 3 or 4 or 5 times, 3 times or 4 times, and I'm out. And then to weekends that I actually have the time when I sit down in my classes and the lecturer is boring me out, I just come online to start typing. So I'm mostly never online. So I don't think anybody should, get all worked up. And you guys, my phone is actually, I have so many missed calls. I'm just stressed and tired as I'm like this. I have another presentation to, round up by this night.
You don't do.
So
Go
yeah.
and rest.
So
The
this
rest,
is
do
this is the
rest.
PA signing out. The PA is signing out to, go have something to eat. And yeah, you guys, are you watching the Barcelona game? Yo, PSG will kill you guys. I'm supporting PSG anyways. All
Oh yeah,
right.
bye bye.
You guys should watch the
Thank you.
game. Bye. See you guys. Kisses.
Ayana, thank you very much. No rush, no run, because if you talk to you, don't release you for 10 minutes. Although what happened is AI, it's
Oh
AI.
yeah, this is AI. This is AI
Sarah for AI,
speaking.
and I've just put right now. Probably you need proof of live video for them also. It's just crazy, but that's the kind of people we are dealing with. People that are born and bred with lies,
Lies and
um,
propaganda. That's the
propaganda.
only
They
thing they
can they
feed
can do this. They
on.
can do this for the next 1 year. I bet you guys, and we will just be distracted and will not be focused. And the truth of the matter is that when I myself I'm in a group, and even some obedient self, even some some obedient, they it be like say they like the cruise. They like this cruise, and someone just posted it. Ooh, Sarah being arrested. I see waiting to happen is I call
Oh
her
my
myself.
Saddam, guess what? They just took my life.
So
The life that I've
you're
been
not like
bragging about. They just took it. Jesus Christ.
they have called NEPA to take your
They've
life.
caught. No, I'm sure they're gonna bring it back. Maybe something is wrong. I'm sure they're gonna bring it back.
All right, now, sir. Thank you very much. I just wanted to point out. So, for please, obedience, do not get distracted with these people. We're dealing with people that do not care about the government. They don't care about the system. They don't care about me and you. They have chosen to be slaves. And when you're dealing with people that have chosen to be willful slaves, you cannot help them. You can't save them. You can't. You can't do anything for them. Let us understand our roles as opposition. If we do not, we have failed for the past 10 months. Honestly speaking, I'm saying it with my hands, holding up myself, saying, I particularly, I have also failed for the past 10 months. What Bola Tinubu and his gang of criminals have done to this country in the past 10 months if we had done our jobs as an opposition to highlight it to Nigerians. I am telling you, Nigerians, even these willful slaves, if we had opened up things, we don't care about the distraction. We keep every single day, we come out our agenda of exposing the rot happening in the system. They themselves will be forced to see the reality because they are actually the ones even crying more. This bad governance is hitting, it's not discriminating, it's hitting everybody. We are all feeling it. But when you love your chains and nobody's highlighting it to you that you're in chains, actually, you're really in chains, you feel comfortable, your chains will automatically feel like blinks to you. So please, guys, obedience. I'm saying this to obedience. I don't care because I know here is filled with all these children of the roasted corn. I say it all the time. I love being in an echo chamber. I love it. I breathe it. I need it because I cannot find myself or feel. I'll just wake up one morning and I'll be in a space with someone that openly, willingly in 2024 say he's supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu in this current state of Nigeria. In 3 months, or what I say, in 1 month, we have seen the handwork of people in the north. A private citizen, you can really see the handwork of people in the north, throwing up water projects across northern Nigeria. We can see it. What are the things Tinubu have done in 10 months with trillions of naira? What is that thing you can point and say in 10 months Tinubu government has achieved, infrastructurally wise? In 10 months. This guy budgeted like over 190 something million naira for one of those boreholes Peter Obi is constructing for less than 5 million. But what we are concerned about is, Sarah Ibrahim, the lockout, the lockout. This is how they want us to be playing. Like it's PSG versus Barcelona. When Nigerians are suffering every day and dying. Honestly speaking, obedience, let's do better. I beg. Let's focus our energy in exposing the rot of the system. Thank you. All right, Jimmy, I think I'll come bring you in right now. Then when I'll circle to you. And guys, please, I saw a requesting for the mic. Everybody will have a chance to speak today as usual. It's the Vawulence space. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. And if it's your second time, you know how we're always on the platform. You're now a regular. Thank you, guys. God bless you all. Jimmy, coming right now.
I just thought I should enter with that one.
Hey, Jimmy, they
Yeah,
brought my light. Haters gonna
oh,
hate.
yeah,
Band double A.
that's good. That's good. That's good. Obedience. Thank you. Well done. Well done. Saddam, sorry I had to jump the queue. See, now you feel bad, though. Say the past couple of days, this weekend, say you blame yourself. I not blame myself, oh, Saddam. Were nothing war with. Sometimes you have to give it to these guys the way they bring it on. Honestly speaking, you have to give it to them the way they bring. Nobody has monopoly of violence. That's guaranteed. Obedient. You see, I want us to know one thing. There is a difference between facts and defamation. I'm gonna put it out here right now. You see, there is a difference between facts and defamation. What is defamation? Defamation is any false information that harms the reputation of a person, business, or organization. Tinubu Ahmed is a criminal. That is not a defamatory statement. It's a fact. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a drug lord. It is a fact. Don't let anyone gaslight you. Don't let anyone threaten you with any stupid law fucking suit. Àwọn tí wọn ò tó gèlè tẹ́ wọ́n fẹ́ máa mú mi fín. Don't let them bring it on. It's a fact. Òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ni ọmọ ìyá àsọkúsọ. They don't want you to do that. Keep saying it. In fact, everyone here, tweet it, capital letter. Tinubu is a drug fucking dealer. Yes. It's on Google. Type it out. It's on Google. I snuck on one of their spaces yesterday. Their covens. What's wrong with that Jimmy self? What does he depend on? Kí ló gbójúlé? Kí ló gbọ́kànlé? We have to deal with him. They don't they do research about me. Some say I come from Edo State. See, I'm a born product of Edo that they've dug deep. I'm from Edo. Say I don't be Yoruba boy. I'm a fake Yoruba boy. Say they don't information reaching them. Say I be Edo boy. Good. My Edo people, I'm welcomed. I am welcomed. And they concluded, we need to go after another obedient to teach them lesson. We need to go after another obedient. We need to sue them. And the person that came to their mind to go after is N6. They want to go after N6. That all the submission he made during election period, they need to nail him. He cost Tinubu, he did this. It is dead on arrival. Bring it on. Everything N6 said, Sizzle, it's based on fact and figures. N6 already direct them to the book of Google. You guys are just a bunch of useless mofos. You now want to start threatening obedience with lawsuits? With lawsuits? Bring it on. Hey, bring it on. I will say it in front of anybody. As long as I'm speaking on the truth, I will keep saying it. Tinubu is a criminal. It hurts my soul that the worst of the Yoruba tribe is representing the best of us. All the Yoruba people supporting this man. You guys are the real bastards. I'm from Ibadan. Ibadan ọmọ ajẹgbẹrọ àfikàràhùn fọrimu kò sódò ńlẹ bàbá mi àkàrà lóko wá wà. Ìbàdàn ìlú òjò ìlú àjàyí ìlú ìbíkúnlé ìlú ògúnmọ́lá olódò kan kẹrẹ lójú ogun ọwọ́ kẹmbẹrẹ bí ìjà àgbàlá ògúnmọ́lá
Ìṣàwùrù.
àgbàlá ògúnmọ́lá ó jókòó bá bẹ́ẹ̀ lómi lọ. Bring it on. Ọmọ Ìbàdàn ni mí. I'm not shying away from it. Ọmọlúàbí sì ni mí. The attributes of Omoluabi, Tinubu lacks every single one of them. Every single one of them. Ẹ wá nítorí pé ó jẹ́ ọmọ ìlú mi. Ó jẹ́ ọmọ Ìbàdàn. I don't care. Where is Tinubu from? Ọmọ Bon Tinubu. Where in Lagos is he from? Who is his father? Tamba Bae. Ibo nílé wọn wà. Ibo family house wọn wà. Ibo lóko wọn wà. As a proper Yoruba person, you have a family house and you have a farm. Ọmọ Bon Tinubu. Gbogbo yín ò ní dá ọkàn gbogbo yín ò ní balẹ̀ lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Èmi ò ń sọ oúnjẹkújẹ olójú kòkòrò sí níran tèmi ẹ̀yin gangan lolójú kòkòrò alátẹnujẹ àgbàyà and all the bigots. You guys just gathered yourself because of money, because of what you eat. Ẹ̀yin ìran sọ́ọ̀lù, you've sold your birthright to a fucking drug dealer. A fucking drug dealer. The whole world is ashamed of Nigeria. It's a national disgrace. It's a continental disgrace. It's an international disgrace. Makpariwo Tinubu Kiri, a walking fucking mannequin. Do you think it's okay for him to be there? He has a criminal record with FBI. You know, it's not an achievement record to have with FBI, CIA, DEA, IRS. He has a fucking criminal record. They don't nail their achievements on the wall. It's a bad thing. It's a stigma. The last presidential candidate, they produced Hausa, the three major tribes, Yoruba, Igbo. As bad as Atiku is, I'll pick Atiku over Tinubu. What are you guys talking about? The man is a fucking drug dealer. No, people are avoiding him.
Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
Just 1 minute. Let me read something, please. Just 1 minute, please, to help you. The time is 2:12 p.m. Date is 22nd June 2022. I challenge official Abats. Official Abats. If you were not involved in a heroin drug ring in the United States in 1991 to 1993, then take me to court.
Yeah.
Nigeria cannot have a known drug lord as our president. God
Uh-uh.
forbid. I also challenge Tinubu to take a drug test with at NDLA underscore Nigeria. Hashtag table shaker. This was a tweet by
Omo,
Reno Omo Kirikiri.
omo.
Please go on. We'll read all their tweets for them here today.
I'm telling you. So now, all of a sudden, because he's empowered. Okay, you see, that's another thing. There is a Yoruba proverb that says, "Ojo toro tokun ikoko lagbala." The rain that filled up a pot in the alley is the same rain that tried filling up a basket. Let me say it in Yoruba, then I'll translate it. Ojo tó rọ̀ nínú kòkò lágbàlá, òjò òun ló rọ̀ nínú àpẹrẹ, àpẹrẹ ò dẹ̀kún. Ẹ sọ fún kòkò kí kòkò má yọ̀ mọ́. Àsìkò ń bọ̀ tí àpẹrẹ máa wá kéré oko lọ sílé. The pot and the basket, right next to each other, the same rain that filled up the pot. Couldn't fill up the basket, obviously, because of the hole. But guess what? Tell the pot not to be happy yet. Because at a point in time, during the harvest period, the basket will be more useful than the pot. The basket will be used to pack the gains of the harvest. APC, you guys think because you're in power now. Ọba mẹ́wàá ìgbà mẹ́wàá. Sẹ́ríkì ń gómọ̀, Sàmọ́ ń gómọ̀. You watch and see. The table is going to turn at a point in time. And you will not be able to take what is coming to you. Take it from me. And they were saying yesterday, kí ni bàbá yẹn gbójúlé náà? What is giving Jimmy confidence? Kò sí nǹkan kan. Òdodo ọ̀rọ̀ ni. Orí òdodo mo dúró lé. And God, orí òdodo mo dúró lé. Àmọ́ ìwọ tó bá rò pé o fẹ́ tẹ́rí sí i mo bọ̀ mo wà ní Chicago. Bájínà tó ń bẹ́lẹ̀. Bájínà tó ń bẹ́lẹ̀. Mo sọ wọn yọ sọ. Ẹnu mi gbà. When you come for me, be prepared. I'm not ready to do all this back and forth. And everybody help me do thanks, praise and worship and thanksgiving. The guy that wanted to sue me now has forgiven me. He has called his lawyer, told his lawyer to withdraw the case. That I seem to be okay. Oni bale. You are lucky. I have my hands are filled up. You right here. I don't have time for you. Ma koko wa research lórí ìgbésí ayé ẹ náà. Ma wá pàtẹ sórí Twitter. Ma pàtẹ sórí Twitter. I'll let everybody know who you are. And for those of you shouting, Igimu Ojina, sorry, I'm not here to threaten anybody. My point is, I stand with P2B and I'll keep standing by that man because he has all the attributes of Omoluabi. You don't have to be a Yoruba person to be an Omoluabi. You have everything it takes to be an Omoluabi. Ojulowo Omoluabi ni Owibe Shebe. And I will stick by that. If Nigeria had produced a Yoruba candidate better than Tinubu, maybe I will support him. Ewani out of all the three major tribes that presented candidates. Drug dealer. Ọmọ yín ò ṣàgbàfọ̀, ó ń gbàṣọ, ó ń kàṣọ wálé. Wọ́n ń pèèyàn lólè, ó ń gbẹ̀mọ̀ràn ẹjọ́. Only you, 4 date of birth. Inwin. Only you. You fought primary school certificate. Only you. Chicago State certificate. Only you. Olórí burúkú bàbá yìí. Olórí burúkú ni bàbá yìí. Ẹnu mi gbà wọn ọ̀yọ́ sọ. What are you guys doing? How did we get here? How did we get here? What do you have on Tinubu? I don't have anything on him. He shouldn't present himself who he is, not to Nigerians. He's not a Yoruba person. He's
Uncle
not a
Jimmy,
Yoruba person.
Uncle Jimmy, don't call Tinubu a criminal, like Deepo said.
Don't call him a criminal. And you know what? So the space, those ones they just came to whitewash him. They of you, pata pata ko yogi to me. I'm not scared of you, law man. Honestly speaking, and that's the fact. I don't depend on anybody. I'm standing on the truth. Obedience. Oh, yeah, you should be happy. I said it from day one. You are standing on the right side of history. You should be happy. They have nothing on P2B. They have nothing on that man, and he keeps flourishing every single day. He keeps representing every single day. God bless that man. Kò ní kú, kò ní rùn. Ojú ẹ̀mí wa báyìí ló máa ṣe di olùdarí Nàìjíríà. Right in front of our eyes. You watch and see what's gonna happen. Watch and see what's gonna happen. Obedience, please don't be cowardized in the knowing what to tweet or what not to tweet. Tinubu is a doing good, is okay, no problem. uh Whatever comes for him is coming for us all. I want us to know that. I said it earlier on. I'm not gonna be in support of anyone that tweets anything defamatory about anybody. Okay, but the fact that this happened 2 years ago, this guy refuses to accept any apology. I acknowledge the fact that what he wrote was not good. Okay, let's be factual, right? I accept that fact. But this happened 2 years ago, and on the public space, he was asked if he apologizes, are you going to drop it? And he said no. That's fine, and that means it's not about what he wrote. It's not about apology or feeling remorse. It's about bully. You want to bully him. It's about revenge. It's a vendetta mission. You want to get back to the obedient camp just because of what happened to Pastor. That's fine. That is bullying. I don't stand by that, and that's the reason why I'm standing right behind this guy. I'm standing with Kaduna residents. Whatever happens, I'm right next to him. I'm right behind of him. If it requires him getting a lawyer, we would get it done. So bring it on. Already, Obedient are already, dismantling the case on to, do you know how many Benedict we have out there? He's probably listening now. I have nothing on him. In fact, I was shocked at the way he came at everybody on the space. It was quite, it sounded different from what he tweets. I mean, he's now a born again. He's a born again Christian, and God has visited him. God arrested him at a point in time. Well, guess what? I'm not arrested yet. Mushi Wangburu. If you bring it on, my shake from anybody, because me, I refuse to be arrested now. I can be arrested though by God when Obi enters. But you see, right now, we're nothing worry. Oju pípọ́n ló fi ń wọ́n sí gàbáì. We're not cowering down for anybody right now. We don't have time for that nonsense. We don't. We are dealing with demons, principalities, and that is exactly how we're going to handle it. So if you have anything against me, bring it on. Nyokobun, elo se ko jina, bring it on. Whoever you want to come after me, boy, just don't miss. I beg of you, don't miss. Kujuba elo. Kujabo jejeo. Obedient. Once again, congratulations. We're on the right side of history. You that have dollar, keep your dollar. Keep your dollar. Are you seeing what is going on lately? Keep your dollar. God bless P2B. His work rate is envious. My goodness, the way he moves, I wonder if by the time you sit down and do the calculation, when does he sleep? When does he eat? When does he actually have time to travel? It's maddening. You can't comprehend. Me, with my stature and my age, I cannot keep up with that man. I cannot. He moves like spirit. Let's say they're London now. obedient. We're on the right side of history. I'll keep saying it. We're on the right side of history. My people in the UK, please rally around and support this man. Show him love. Meet up with him. Take pictures. The ones that met with him in America, come up. Gist us. What happened? How was it like? Let's keep talking about good governance. Let's keep talking about what Obi would have done if he's in power. Not what this useless man is doing. Tweet it. Tinubu is a criminal. Ogbenumi. Moso. Yoso. Thank you. Welcome to Violent Space, Tuesday edition. Back to you, Saddam.
Thank you very much, my brother. Let me just wrap up this your submission with another tweet. Tinubu is a criminal that just thinks about his stomach and pockets alone. He just wants regional control. Shikenan. But this tweet happened 19th December 2011 using Uber Social for BlackBerry by 6:26. Guess who tweeted it? It's not Jimmy O, it's not NCS. It's not Wellme Nigeria O, it's not Saddam. It's not Sarah. It's not Mommy Bolande. It's not Daddy. It's not Chief. It's not Nehemiah. It is a guy currently chilling in Aso Rock by the name Dada Olusegun. Daddy D.O. Tinubu's SSA to media. Tweeted, and I quote, Tinubu is a criminal that just thinks about his stomach and pocket alone. So who am I? I even feel so ashamed of myself that I did not discover this on time. I did not even, these guys already knew as so far back as 2011. Another one. Who will tell me that Tinubu is not earning illegal billions from national government, or that he won't earn the dollar equivalent in Ribado's government? JJ Omojua on the 31st of March 2011. We can go on and on bringing out a tweet. Another one. We are now wiser. Take your praise singing to your political rally. Tinubu is a thief. You can't justify him. Birds of a feather, you all. At Abike and Dabiri. That one is coming from the man that used to leak Anus. The Godfather JP. Ayo. Oya Lowo. I will keep finding it. Tinubu is holding this broom like a herbalist. If you believe in your mind that Tinubu is the Awolowo of our time, then you need serious lessons in Yoruba history. Tinubu is just Tinubu. Go and check these people. They have been all around the ones. They know this man is a criminal. They all know. So whatever I think you're saying now as an obedient, these people have said it before you, with receipts everywhere on the internet. They all know who he is. If you are ever being asked, please, I will send you a dossier or a dossier, or how they pronounce it, of where they have been calling this man what we call him today. It's just that we found out late. They found out, and that's more reason why you should know that these people themselves are criminals. Because they really know that's what this man is. And they all sheepishly line up behind him, because for them, when the criminal is in power, all their own criminality will be covered up. That is why you can see them openly coming out and saying that why should they arrest an APC member when APC is in government? So if a criminal APC member is caught kidnapping, he shouldn't be arrested. If a criminal APC member is caught doing fraud, he shouldn't be arrested. Because they are in power. No wahala. Guys, welcome to the Violence Space. Well, Nigeria, please, you can take it away from here.
Nigeria will see positive changes as we move along. Just follow these baby steps of faith. Baby step of faith. Baby step of faith as we move along. Move along. Baby step of faith. Baby step of faith. Baby step of faith as we move along. Move along. Baby step of faith. We are providing cooking gas. Baby step of faith. We will leverage on technology. Baby step, technology. Baby step of faith. Critical. grandchildren, be ready. All of you.
We get more people on the TL that are straying away to join the conversation. Uh, Big shout out to those listening on whether YouTube or Facebook. Big shout out to everybody. So I'll just dive straight into my submission, most likely as brief as possible, actually. So I'll start from um, the okay. Which one should okay, let me start from Edo State election. So uh, it's actually coming close. Campaign is supposed. I've been looking forward to the campaign, and I'm personally glad about the return of or how I know some of us have had concern, I myself as well, about um, the silence of Apata, but I'm very. It came with a bang. The deputy governorship candidate is someone. I mean, I've looked at the profile initially when I saw that. I was like, who's this person? But sometimes the local is what you need. So aside being local, is someone that if we're also talking about CV, is someone that has a very good CV. But hopefully, when the campaign starts, I think campaign is supposed to start next week, Wednesday, 24th. I'm not so sure either Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know what the 24th is. When the campaign starts, um, hopefully we'll see a lot unraveling and a lot that also needs to be done. Then for Peter Obi's foreign tour, I like Saddam said, I too am just curious to hear what people have also like people that have been with him in the US and currently in the UK is going to tell us. But something just came to my mind recently, and I was just not it didn't really come to my mind. It's something I've always known, but just more like a reminder recently that this is it just gives me a clear picture of what Nigeria would have really been if the actual results of the 2023 election was upheld. So within the recent times, seeing that Peter Obi launched, or not really launched, really, I just think Peter Obi was doing his thing, just doing his thank you talk, sinking some balls, and as of I think 2 days ago, I saw. I mean, even since then, there have been different people picking projects up of water projects, and so 2 days ago, I saw even VDM, Very Dark Man, and one of our brother Ikeato somewhere. I think in Kaduna. I'm not so sure. I think it was in Kaduna, trying to also dribble. Now this is my point. It just gives me, I always told people leading to 2023 election that I was not so much interested in what Peter Obi as a person was going to do in presidency. I was more interested in what his kind of personality and leadership would influence. So it's really, for me, it wasn't like Saddam was saying. The biggest problem that Tinubu is going to face for a long time, and why it's literally certain that nothing can work under him, is really much that how he came to office. And this is really not a cause. It's not a bad wish. It's just reality. In fact, the earlier you know this reality, whether as abado or even obedient, the earlier you know it, the better you know how to position yourself, at least for the next couple of years, until whatever next happens that maybe has a tendency to rescue us from this mess. So there's no country that has done well in recent time, at least from the maybe 19th century thereabout. There's no country that has done well without their Nigerians in diaspora. It is, you see India today. I'm sure some of you know of India, like some couple of, it's not even far, I'm sure even some 30 years back. India was like pretty much a slum. You probably don't want to identify with an Indian person in India. But now, I mean, you go around the world, people are talking tech, they're talking about different things, and India is being mentioned. I mean, let's go to China. I can tell you, as of maybe
We've got
2020.
drinks is what we usually struggle with and stuff. Cool.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on.
Okay. So, as of maybe 2012, 2012, you know, we all know, what China was like. I mean, back then, oh, okay, people we, condemn their technology, we call it China phones, we do all that. But today, China is like, it's not really like, China is pretty much the global economic power of the world. If not, I think the only thing US has now pretty much is like military power, and that, the fact that it's something that they've held as a world power for a long time. So these are, and look at all these countries, you discover that what really influenced where they are today is their diaspora. Now, bring it back to Nigeria. I can tell you, and we all know it, that, I mean, maybe apart from, I don't want to mention it, but maybe apart from all these few riffraffs that we see on X, close to 99%. So it doesn't look as if I just want to put out number, but I can tell you that at least almost 99% of Nigerians in diaspora can't trust Tinubu as a person. So they can't even trust to come and invest their money. They can't do any of those things. So it's why I'm like very sure that under this man, there's really, we can only just maybe find a way to, the same way we did survival of the fittest in Buhari, and just find a way to get out of it. And it's the reality of it. Then when you now top it with their criminal attitude, like their criminal personality, their criminal approach to things. I say this every time. The fact that the ruling party that stole an election has a man as their chairman, at least as of yesterday, we don't even know if they've sacked him now in national. A man as their chairman that is caught on video, still packing dollar inside his pocket for bribe. I think about those kind of things, and I just look at some very dumb APC people that think, oh, with all this, it's possible for Nigeria to still just work. You don't know what, let's just patch it and it's possible to work. And I'm talking about those that try to, deceive themselves and say, oh, we are progressives, we want well for Nigeria. For me, I mean, the best compliment I can give to you is you are dumb. Like, I really just want to give you a benefit. Me saying you are dumb is me giving you a benefit of doubt. Really, that's me just, giving you, just saying, okay, the reason you are like this is because you are a dumb person. It's not really because you are wicked. It's not because there are so many other things I think is worse than dumb that you really are. That's why Saddam said, some days back that these supporters of these guys on X don't deserve any form of mercy. They don't deserve any form of regard. I mean, I can understand if you are a stark illiterate, if you don't know your left from your right. I can say, okay, you are just being told. But I mean, if you could fill the form that is required to, I know it's not very easy. I really wish Elon Musk would deploy some kind of IQ test before when you are registering. I'm sure that will save a lot of all these abados out of Twitter. Just do some IQ test. Because I feel like these are people with very dumb, very low IQ, at maybe around moron level or idiot level. That particular point of the IQ grade, of the IQ grading, that's where they are. So it really pisses me off when I see them around, especially those that try to pretend to be intelligent. I think that's like the most annoying ones for me. The ones that try to pretend to be intelligent. So what Peter Obi is doing now is a reflection of the influence. I mean, man just does 1 month, 2 months water project in the north. Now everybody wants to start doing water. That should have told you what would have happened. What Peter Obi would have done if I had done the right thing is he would just do one thing. Nigerians will pick it up and run with it. he will do another thing and just pick it up and run with it. He will say diaspora, let's move. Everybody, that's what would have happened. And that's what he meant by whenever he talks about, if you listen to Peter Obi carefully, he uses the word leadership, not president. He doesn't use words like president, ruler, administration. It's leadership. What Nigeria needs is leadership. It's not someone that can lead. It's not all this, I really don't know. It's crazy. And bringing it to the economy, I just look at people, and I think time will tell. So I'm pretty much just patient for time to tell. I want to give everybody like a very simple assignment. It's quite simple. Just go to Google and just type, maybe anywhere you want to type, you can say, what are the factors that affect currency values? Or what fact, as I've said it many times, I'm not an economist, I'm not a social science student, but at least I feel like these are basic economics. Just type on Google, like as you're on your phone, now just go on Google and just type, what factors affect the value of a currency? Any way you want to type it. And I'm going to bet you that whatever way you type it, one of the key factors that will come out is inflation rate. Now, just day before yesterday, a news came out, Parallel Fact actually, broadcasted it, that Nigeria's inflation rate has increased. And this is in March. It has actually been increasing since January. And typically, what can make the value of a currency increase is that the inflation rate will reduce. So I'm just going to ask you to ask yourself, what is really happening? How come, for some funny propagandous reason, the currency rate is reducing, right? But inflation rate is increasing? It's very simple. And the answer was a news that also came out today, I think today or yesterday, about the fact that within, less than 30 days, I think 29 days, the Nigerian FX reserve depleted by over $2 billion. I don't think Nigerians know what's coming. And it annoys me when I see a lot of these APC riffraffs just run around the TL celebrating nonsense. Some of them are so hungry. Like, I can't get it. But then again, let me just be fair to you. Let me just assume that you are a very dumb person, and it's understand. Being dumb is pretty much not a crime. It's okay. Like, it's perfectly okay. Then, I mean, that's pretty much all I want to say. But before I yield the mic, so tomorrow we are going to be, I'll just say that I'm probably, throughout the space, keep making, I'll say that I'm probably throughout the space, keep making references. If you look on the Jumbotron, and I think we put out the flyer today, there's a particular post up there. And, I think I said it some time back. Mommy B was actually the first person, and thanks to Mommy B for, joining this to my attention. I probably would have not seen it. Was actually the first person that drew this to my attention some days back. When she drew to my attention as of then, the deadline for that was quite late. So I just thought that it's unfortunate to all the time that we have been using to do like different drama on the TL. Maybe we would have divided it while doing the drama. We also focus on this project. But luckily, maybe I don't know if it's luckily, recently she also got back to me. I was like, oh, they've extended the deadline. And this is for me, I feel like, it's okay to do Basbos. I like Basbos. It's interesting. And I don't think we should ever stop it. But I also think this is like one of the most crucial conversation that we may need to have leading to whether 2027. So for those people that know me, I personally don't like 2027 talk. I personally think that the only guaranteed solution to Nigeria's problem is an outright revolution. That's my stand. I don't think I'll change it. I think I've seen enough in 2023 to come to that perfect conclusion. But because I also know Nigeria, right, and I know that, the road to a revolution is still a long road, or at least it's not, for now, it's not seeable. Let me just put it like that. It's not something you see when it wants to happen, shall. It can happen when you least expect. But I mean, for now, it's not seeable. So I'm also not going to say, okay, let's sit and wait till whenever it happens, let's just be there. Right? So it's why I've also mentioned it that even in 2027, if we are going to have like an election, it has to be a revolutionary election. It has to be one where the ruling class will be afraid to rig it. They will be afraid of the repercussions of rigging it, because at least the good thing about 2027 is that we all will know that if they rig it and we do not do anything, we all just go to sleep. Nobody will be waiting for court. We just know that, we will know it pretty much in our hands. But leading to that particular process is I think we all were in Peter Obi on Parallel Fact the other day when, thanks to Mr. Steven as well, when he asked Peter Obi this key question. And if you remember Peter Obi's response to that question, he said that, this is something Ito has not, had time to also look at. But he acknowledged the fact that it's a very vital action that needs to be taken, right? So, and I feel like this is an opportunity. I know some people say, these people do not pay attention to it. Now, these are I see it, right? So, okay, let me just play. So, the House of Rep, the Committee on Constitution, what do you call it now? Oh, this revolution, not in my head. Constitution amendment. I've said, they have made a call, right, for people, public, everybody really, to submit proposals for constitution amendment. And I know that some NGOs, some CSOs, some bodies that follow up all these things will submit their proposal. But I am particular, I think the fact that we have an obedient movement that holds government to power now, this is a very good opportunity to take advantage of it. It's why, when I discussed with Mombi and a couple of people that are already even working on it on the background, I told them that for me, I think what I really want to do is to be able to bring this to the public, for the public to be able to contribute to it and to own it. So, why this is also important is so that if when we talk about protest, some of the time it's difficult to go out for a protest or a civil disobedience when you don't have exact things that you are demanding, right? So, what we are hoping to do with that space tomorrow is to aggregate suggestions. We are going to have a couple of people, even one of, hopefully, basically, let me just hopefully one of the legal team members of Peter Obi's petition will also be there. We are going to look at some of the loopholes. I've told people that the 2022 Electoral Act and everything was enough for us to win a free and fair election if it was free and fair. Right? It's not perfect. It was not, it probably will never be perfect, but it was enough to win a free and fair election. So what they had to do was to make it not free and fair so that, the right winners will not emerge. So what this process can do is to further stifle the process. And my hope, really my hope, I know there's no guarantee, but for me, even if there's no guarantee, there is need for us to try. My hope is that if the public becomes more aware, if the public own it enough, it becomes a conversation over time, right? And the public even has a document that they have generated or contributed to the generation of that document, that everybody knows that, we've sent to our National Assembly that look at what we want in the next election, not just in election, maybe in the next, whatever, the other part, but this conversation is pretty much centered around the election, to be honest. Look at some of the changes we want, look at some of the things. It's going to be, very important for us. And maybe at that point, we want to start calling for them to do the right thing. It's also going to be important. So this may just giving like, a detailed introduction to the kind of thought that space tomorrow is going to have. And I really want to urge all of us to try to be there, try to maybe invite people, pretty much intelligent people, not APC people. You already hear me say they are dumb. So maybe if I don't know if there's an APC person that is smart, but let's try to come around. Even if you don't have suggestion, it will be important for you to also come and listen so that you know what is being asked for and you know how to also add your voice when the time is right. So pretty much that's it from my end. And again, welcome to Vawulence Space. Salam, over to you.
All right, thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Guys, please, thank you for the patience. So, as in, we're going to open up the floor right now for people to speak. Please, if you're on the platform and you want to speak, your hand should be up. Before I go on, I just want to just laugh a little bit because you see these children of the Rosette Con. Someone have sent me a tweet to my DM that they said, hey, God. Sarah, if you're here, please come back. Oh, come back. That's okay, Jimmy. I saw when you said that there's a 1 million bounty. They said that speech Sarah gave you that is recorded. There's no life.
Okay, so if it's recorded, okay, let's do the live one. So if Sarah can come up, she will tell us the current time and wala initial
And that is recorded. There's recorded
wala
speech.
initial.
Honestly
Very
speaking,
yes, but
I've never seen a set of dumb people in my life. In my life, my whole as in, I know that there are stupid people. Oh, we have foolish people in this world, But I've never seen the ones that will. Kai. If you go under the comment section there and you see what people are saying. Tinubu he did a great job. He took, as in, you know that he took all this most stupid set of Nigerians. I don't know whether it's sacrifice their brain to shrine or something. But something is wrong somewhere. There is something there is something that they air these people inhale. Honestly speaking, if it's what people are commenting there, hey, God have mercy upon us.
Saddam, the one we won't carry me go court. In DP, in family picture did there. I just screenshot in DPO, just post say, see person won't carry me. The guy say, I dey threaten you and in family. Say I put in family for danger. So now we are don't talk say, okay, you don't forgive me now. Say, they do case with me again. Now, like three obedient don't come my DM now. They don't send me address. Say na text as you did. They don't send me
Bishop Oyedepo was right. Bishop Oyedepo said that the number of people that will vote APC in 2023 is the amount of mad people in Nigeria.
it will give us a accurate figure to know the
Accurate. For you to support them,
people that is mad in that
no,
country.
no, 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 no. You cannot be sane. You cannot have your brain cannot be functioning well. Passing through what Nigerians are passing through in Nigeria today, and you still support Tinubu. It is a shame. Let's open up the floor for people, please, guys. We're gonna.
Sorry,
Well,
madam,
in
before
Nigeria,
we
please
go
just come
ahead,
in right now.
uh, before you go, guys, obedient. Today is Kwaku the Hustler's birthday. Oh. Happy birthday to him. Reach out to him. Sweet love. Lovely notes, lovely tweets. Show him some love. He's one of the hardcore obedient. He's one of us. So please, thank you. Back to you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you for that reminder. All right, guys. Well, Nigeria, let me bring you in right now. Please
Yeah,
help us. Let's just get our space running.
yeah. So quickly, we'll just switch it
Please,
to.
sorry, and also let me just make this quick interview announcement, please. On Thursday, on the Violence Space, we'll be having a guest, someone that understands the basics of economics of this country in particular, Mr. Obiari Mecca. He has always been a guest on Arise TV channels and the rest. He is you all must have known you all know that man. People are actually I stumbled on a tweet where N6 was on his comment section and I said we should bring this man to the Violence Space, and I reached out to him and he was like, that would be fine. His brain is something I would really love to just sit down and listen to that man. On Thursday, he'll be here with us from 9 o'clock. So please do not forget on Thursday. And on Friday, Parent Fast People say I should tell people that they have a space with Badebo Rose Vival. So this week is jam-packed. Tomorrow, there's a space with Wellman and Jack. It's talking on what's happening tomorrow. So this week, please, we're trying to refocus obedience, our mind on what is at stake and the issues at hand. Very, very important jam-packed week. Schedule. Wellman and Jack, back to you.
All right, quickly. Let's just go straight to. We'll go straight to. I don't know if Mommy B is here now. Mommy B,
I'm
are you
here.
there?
I'm here.
Yeah, okay. We'll go straight to Mommy B. After Mommy B, we'll go to Dari.
Oh, wow. Good evening, everybody. Good evening from my side. Emir Saddam, well meaning everyone. Jimmy, everyone on the space. I greet you all. I'm still buzzing. I met one of my heroes, and so I'm buzzing. But anyway, I digress. Hey,
Talk,
so,
oh, talk. Let them know. What are you hiding now? Now,
uh,
Show
uh,
off, show off,
show
show off,
off,
show
show
off,
off, man. Show
show
off.
off.
It's your right.
yes. I met with Pio. I went to his house. Even me and Sister Margaret
Woo!
were doing selfie. We were doing selfie.
Is
We were
anyone
like,
talking?
okay,
Is
which is
anyone
what we
talking?
were gonna do.
I can't hear anyone
No.
talking. Is anyone talking right now?
You are like, get your body. I was like, oh my god, no, it was such a wonderful time with him, and yes, Margaret is amazing. She's so down to earth. I mean, yeah. So I've only just got home in the last 15 minutes. I'm that knackered. Anyway, that's it. I hear say Tinubu to jolly. not true. Do you think Tinubu would have left all those people that have been telling him to come and sue them if he's not happy? Ani Oleni Tinubu is a thief. In fact, N6 came up with a word, avarice, because it was like, this is even beyond greed. Because how much things can you steal? The man is a lifelong criminal. If that wasn't the case, somebody should start from where he was born. The photos he took when he was a child. Everybody else is not that old, right? That he can't have pictures. If we have pictures of people who were born, in the 1800s, I mean, when GRV comes up, when it comes to do his parallel facts thing coming up, that's what I want to focus on, because we can trace his pedigree from centuries. We're going back hundreds of years, and then people will now tell, if he is that confident, he should put out his real identity. It's really, everything about him is fake and false. The man is a lifelong criminal. I am in my house. If they want to sue me, in fact, I will give them address where to send it to. Let's eke it out. Let's eke it out. Since I'm domiciled here in the UK, let's eke it out in the UK courts. You will tell me how I defamed him when I am telling the absolute truth. You see, you people, that are saying, money, or that David is a horrible person. You know what is wrong with you? It is called cognitive dissonance, which means to say, everything you believe in is this man. You see the truth, but you cannot. In fact, it will shatter your whole world. Because you want to be an Asorok by association. And so you cannot accept, right, that the man you supported is a criminal. All of those that have changed mouth, they are equally criminals. Right? There's some of us who will never change mouth. We will stay consistently on this message that Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, or whatever his name is, forfeited money to the US government. We read the FBI, even though they redacted it, but we already saw. Jimmy went to the court now. He got it for real, so that it's not like a journalist tried to do a spin on something, right? It is a matter of fact. It is a matter of public record. So let nobody come and be harassing anybody. Let nobody come and be harassing anybody. So that's that. As per PO, he will continue his foreign tour. He's coming back to the UK. We've got stuff planned. Yes. You see, right? I'm listening to this man and I'm like, oh my God, this man's heart. You know, when you're burdened by something, right? This man truly wants to see Nigeria work. His house. The man does not need to be putting himself through the stress that you people put him through on a daily basis. He doesn't need to, but he has chosen to, right? And so you people that in fact, your next 10 generations cannot meet where that man is, right? Continue running your mouth while suffering and smiling. Continue. We know you all. We know you all. And as for Edo, hey, I love that guy. I was like, oh my God, see this person. Amazing. And I know Women has spoke about the space. There's also the Parallel Facts competition. Please enter your do your entry. Kayla, she's hit it. Kayla started writing her essay. And I was like, I'm going to read it. She was like, will I get the money? She's like, how much is that in pounds? Because she started her essay. Indulge me well meaning. She was like, the Nigeria of my dreams. A wave of the future, honesty, thriving, unity. One day Nigeria will be safe. One day I will be able to go. One day the government will not be corrupt. This is my dream. Don't want this too? You should want it. Because if that happens, it happens for all of us. So that is her first, that's her introduction. She said she wants to win the money. Saddam, we need to ask if she can enter. Oh. So anyway, me, I'm done. I yield the mic.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Mobibi. I've said my first line. I just hope Killer didn't hand it. Thunder. Oh, thunder.
I think it's in the second paragraph.
Ah,
Eh?
no, Mommy B. That's plagiarism. I beg. Oh, thunder. Where are you? This is the time. Dari, please go ahead. After Dari, I'll come to after Dari, we'll take another lady. We'll take commerce therapy. Then take it from there.
Good evening, guys. Good evening, everybody. Volanda, good evening. Jimmy, Emia Saddam, well meaning everybody on the space, good evening. And to my fellow Agbadorians, retrogress, is it retrogressive or what? Before I start speaking, what I don't know. Yeah, because we change you guys' name from progressives to retrogressives. That's who you guys are. Zero intelligent retrogressives. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly talk about something. So these guys, they forged my picture, which everybody knows, with a particular whatever, and they've been circulating it with Doctor Ayo, everybody, and we gave them chance. But then when they did that, they thought they won or something. So they saw that I protected my page, but it was actually for a family reason because this issue got to my family and everybody was just shouting like, why are you doing this? We're a quiet family, why are you doing this? So I had to protect my post so my siblings won't go there and start picking out stuffs. So I protected for a day and then I opened it again. That was then I used my burner account to go and be looking at it and they say, yes, we have sent one obedient to we've pushed him out of social media. I was just looking at it like, you guys, the people you are dealing with, we obedient, we are different. We are intellectuals, we are intelligent, and whether your guy is a strategist, we are not just one person. We are a people with different ideologies. If where one person's understanding stops, that's where another person's understanding begins. That's who we are. We have no leader, and you have to understand that. So when they said that, when they did I was like, you know what, you need to calm down. I know you're part of the politics and stuff. Just try and calm down. I was like, I'm gonna listen to him, but what I'm gonna be doing now is that I'll be using their own words to attack them. So, which is what they've said before, is what we will now be putting out. And then whether they will now come back to us and say, "Oh, you are defaming us." Well, I wasn't the one who said Bola Tinubu is a worthless person. He said he's his own special advisor on social media who said Bola Tinubu is a punk. A punk means a worthless person. So Bola Tinubu is a worthless person. He also said Bola Tinubu is a criminal. Dada Olusegun said that. It's documented. It's on the internet. It's a statement of fact. He said it. So you can't come to me and say, yeah, so this is what we'll be doing to you guys now. Omojua, Jafet Omojua, in one of his tweets, previous tweet, he said Remi Tinubu is deluded. It's there. I have the screenshot. So we'll be using your words against you now. Then we'll now see whether you now come to us and tell us that we are defaming you. You people are very dull. That's why I call you people zero intelligent people. You are very, very dull. And kudos to Bola Tinubu. He was able to carve out the kind of people he needed. You come on space and start saying, the way they were talking about Sarah this evening. Oh, Sarah, they've arrested. Sarah is talking through recorded whatever. You guys are so dull, man. You guys are dull. That's why now I don't even want to talk to you guys anymore. Once you say something, I just laugh and block you. That's what I do. You can't try to infect us with your dullness. Please try and be smart. We are fighting for something here. Join us and fight this fight. I am greeting my respected dear uncle Kayode Egbetokun. Somebody is telling me that I will spend time in jail. Which kind of thing be that one now? I don't feel greet again. I cannot greet somebody again. Ah, why are you people this stupid? I was saying good evening, sir. You are telling me you will spend time in jail. Ah, hey, and then about this guy Dipo. One thing that Dipo doesn't know is that Dipo did something which is he mentioned two people who are these people have been defaming people on internet, and he mentioned them as he used the word we. These same people defamed me, and when I start what I'm doing, I will definitely have to because he said it. That means they work together. And then also, Dipo mentioned that Igbos are endangered species in the southeast. So, which also means that we Yorubas who are obedient, we are endangered species in southwest. So I don't think these guys think before they talk. I don't think they think before they talk. If they are endangered species in the southeast, we Yorubas that they have been calling Omwale, that they are calling Yorubas but that means we are endangered species in southwest. So this thing that they are starting, they are going back to go and bring stuff. See, what you are doing, you will definitely regret it. That's just what all I have to say. You will regret it. Whether you have my address or anything, me, I don't care. You're putting my picture on the internet. My pictures are already on the internet. I upload my pictures. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about you guys. You can do whatever you want to do with it. But one day, I will remind you of the things you have done. That's just a fact. And you see, one thing is, and also about Peter Obi. See, my own is just when the whole thing starts. It's just for me to just join. Peter Obi is my leader. He's my president. I have no other president other than Mr. Peter Obi. The guy who has hijacked Aso Rock is just whatever he is. I don't give a fuck about him. I can't. I don't even talk about him. I will never call him a president. That's just one thing. He is not my president, and I will never in this life call him my president. And also about the Tinubu Bulaba economy, I wanted to post this video of this guy, this Bola Tinubu, when he said this is another town hall, this is a town hall different from Balablu. Well, I saw it today and I was just laughing. I was like, how did these guys what were they thinking? Emir Saddam was asking this guy that did Dipo that did that. Why he was just saying, I was like, he's trying to play smart. And then you can see that this guy is not he's not intelligent at all. He's a brilliant guy, achieved a lot, but I can't say he's intelligent because the way he answers questions shows that he has a very low level of intelligence. He doesn't know how to answer questions. He doesn't even know when to stay neutral and when to take sides. So it shows that you lack a high level of intelligence if you don't know the difference. So Tinubu Bulaba economy is rubbish. Whatever the guy is doing is just try and error. He doesn't know what to do. So don't expect anything from this economy. If you're just expecting anything, you're going to disappoint yourself. So just know that nothing good will come out of Bola Tinubu's economy. That's just a fact. And about Edo election, I'm not really into this Edo election, but fully I'm with Olumide Akpata, and which is very, very good for us as obedient, as LP. One thing is, if you can also get this done, it will help us in the long run. It will help us it will reduce the stress that we have on us as obedience and LP. So yeah, that's just all I have to say this evening. Thank you for giving me the
All
mic. Really
right.
appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Dari. Thank you very much for that submission. Made a lot of sense. Uh, yeah. So let me quickly go straight to. Okay, I think Omar therapy has. If you know you're on the speaker section, you want to speak, just make sure your hand is up. I'll go to Michael. Hopefully after while Michael is speaking, Omar therapy. And please, as I know there are a lot of interesting conversations outside the topic. So as much as possible, not even just please, let's try to stick to the topic. A lot of interesting things are there, but let's just see if we can um, deal with the topic for today. All right, quickly, I'll go straight to Michael. After Michael, by then I think Omar Therapy will be back. After Omar Therapy, we'll go to Call Me Lex. Michael, go ahead.
All right.
Good evening, everybody. I just want to laugh at the APC people just for 10 seconds. Want lule? You guys have luled. I mean, bunch of grown men fantasizing over a young lady arrest. Are you not ashamed of yourselves? Now look at you. You never clear for your eye. 70 years old men. Just look at you. It's the one thing I keep saying is like you people don't know who these APC people are. I give you a typical example. An APC people, they are just the people that they will see. They are the people that see a crack on the wall. They'll tell you they can fix it. They come, create a bigger hole, and patch a little part and tell you, clap for me. Yeah, I deserve accolade. That is who the APC are. These people would rather watch the backstage get burned to ashes and give you a good front stage. That is who the APC people are. These people are full of deceit, lies, hatred. They don't have anything good for these people. By the time APC is done with Nigeria, I'm sorry, my guys, I will be buying a cup of fry for who knows. We will indulge into poverty. They told us they've removed subsidy, but their midgate came around yesterday to tell us they pay 600 billion naira monthly for subsidy. And we paid 400 billion before, which is almost twice the subsidy. Now they tell you the dollar is going down when they met it at what? Now they tell you, oh, it's going down, we are having inflations in the country. I mean, anyways, I'm not surprised because the official motto of the APC is remove your brain and follow the leader. That is just the official motto of the APC. I tell you something. In fact, Sarah, God bless you for speaking tonight. At least that should give those APC idiots some Vaseline to help with that Vaseline tonight for themselves. Because if you go to their spaces, you will laugh and laugh and laugh. That's all I can say for these people. As for the obedient movement, I keep saying it whenever I have the chance to speak in any space. I keep encouraging everybody. I keep saying it. This is a destined movement. Please, guys, let's put our eyes on the prize and which is changing the country. It's not all about putting only Peter Obi there. It's about changing the country as a whole. Please, we need to start sticking to what's and facts on ground. If it's going to be an easy ride for us because APC is a loser. They will give us lots of things to use to do everything. We were not going to run propaganda because we're going to give them facts for facts. Are you lying to us? Yes, you are lying. Prove it. We bring your deceits for you. I'm going to talk about the Edo election. I mean, when I hear people say obedient for, and I ask yourself, what level of stupidity is that? Obedient for as well. Obedient for, I don't want to even mention name to sell any idiots here. I mean, how do you support a party or you support somebody, you know where you're going to in the future, you know how Edo is important for you and your future. It's not like you guys don't have long goals or I don't understand how you think. Oh, we are this, we are that. It's because of stop. Don't stop the deceit, please. Anyway, I'm happy these things are happening and exposing lots of backstabbers in these parties. Please, let's keep focusing on the target. Do not deviate. Let's keep putting these people under pressure. Listen, if they call you a bully, beat your chest and say, yes, I'm a proud bully. Beat your chest and say, yes, I am a bully and I will bully you for what you've been doing to me. That is who the APC are. Look at Deepo. Man came in to lie, was lying all over, asking them anybody just look at. Oh, I'll round up in 30 seconds, my well meaning. I'll tell you, I'm a Christian, just to speak about Obi a little bit. I'm a Christian, so we are speaking Christian terminologies. They say if you're a Christian, you're Christ-like, meaning you follow Christ. Let me speak like Deepo a little bit. Let me go into the Bible. If you're a Christian, you speak like you copy Christ, you act like him. That goes to obedience. If you're an obedient, you act like your principal. You behave like him. Even though you have the best goals in you, try to collect some characters from him. Yes, are the big works going down for the obedience structure? Yes, I can assure you that. I can beat my chest and tell you people are working on structuralizing this movement. But in your own personal time, I will advise you, in your community, try to set examples, give out, okay, who is it? People don't understand how influence work in societies. That's the truth. Oh, who is Emir Saddam? Oh, he's giving this to the community. What does it do? What does it stand for? From there, oh, he's an obedience. I want to know what his obedience are for. I want to know the ideology. You're winning people into the team. Please let's stick to the facts and don't lose focus. We have a long way to go and we'll drag these people by the balls. Thank you very much, Homini. God bless you. And Sarah Ibrahim, I was kind of worried about you. That's why I went to ask from the source, Emir, and he confirmed for me. Thank you
All
very
right.
much. Omo, back at Ilule, please, oh, my brothers.
Thank you very much, Michael. Very brilliant submission. You mentioned something that I think it's also very annoying. When I see APC supporters praise the current down, it kind of makes me sad. I feel like it's the highest level of mediocrity. So, what I think in my head is, if I become Nigeria president, I think if and I only have APC supporters, what I need to do is make things worse, then as in intentionally sabotage things and make it worse, then start to pretend as if I'm fixing it, then I'm going to get some praise. Like, like you just have to. If you don't even tell yourself that if we celebrate this, it can become a standard. Then someone becomes the president tomorrow. Say, you get the way that person do am, eh? No waiting, this dollar leave am make it go like 5K. If you did 5K, we go work and come back 4K. Everybody they go worship us, so they go praise us. I think you don't think it's crazy. Call me Lexi, please go ahead. After which I'll go to, if you're in the speaker section, just try to be sure that your hand is up, because if your hand is not up, you might be wondering why I'm not calling you. So I just want to be sure you're there. After coming Lexi, I'll go straight to Omo Ojeva. Omo Ojewu.
Okay. Yeah, good evening, my fellow obedience. Good evening, well-meaning Nigerians. It's always an opportunity to speak on a space like this. Thank you, Emir Saddam, well-meaning, Uncle Jimmy, everybody on the space. I greet you from this part of the world. First of all, I want to give kudos to Emir Saddam. I'm throwing you these flowers. God bless you. Thank you for how you murdered that useless Agbaya on that space. It was you a saving grace for us for that night. Because what I noticed about that useless Agbaya is he comes to that space, he give his useless submission and drop. Then went to call his fellow cronies and say, I'm murdering obedience. And the person that owns the space is just gagging obedience on that speaker. He came the second time, gave his useless submission, went down again and go and bring them. The third time was when you came in. And I love how he said, it is me and you, Saddam, I want to talk to. God bless you. You really gave me joy that night because you killed him, that you made us understand that he has nothing in his head. Age, to compare your age is Egbon. That's why I call him Agbaya. But it is just insane. The main question you ask him, you said to you, why did you support Tinubu? Why Bola Ahmed? He said, because people want him. Because people want him. You don't even have your own personal ideology why you support Tinubu. Obedient, we are on the right track. We are going to see to the end of this. It's just a matter of time. We are going through the pain now. And I love it how it is going. You see the north now. And I can tell you, nobody will stand against El Rufai from the north. Do you see anybody counter him? They won't. And I love how it is going now. Let us just keep doing our things. Let us keep being together as obedient. I always say it. This is the time we need each other. We are going to win them. Hands down. Let them come in billions, in thousands. Everything we are doing now, it is what they started. Before I called Tinubu a criminal, even those who don't have the fact already called him a criminal. So why will you sue me to court? Because it is fact. It was when we have our own facts, we back it up. He is a criminal and there is nothing anybody can say, but you can't watch what Tinubu in front of me. Wherever I dey, I will say the truth. Yes, Tinubu will succeed. He will surely succeed. But in that criminality and corruption, that is where he will succeed. He will make sure he destroy Nigeria. He will surely succeed in that aspect. But as an obedient, what are we doing? Don't let anybody bully us. Don't let anybody tell you that you are doing too much. We never do anything. We have never done anything. This is just the beginning. I just want us obedient to come together. Let's strategize. How are we going about this 2027? Because one thing this useless Agbaya was saying is, come 2027, Labour Party and Peter Obi will not be president. We have to beat them again. But this time, we have to go wrong with them. As we are fighting them, let's plan how we are going to win this. Let's see how we are going to go about it. Educate people. How we are going to win this for the last time. Because this country can only get better if we have Peter Obi. The current man there is an imposter. He's not a president. I will never call him or address him as a president. He is not. He's an imposter. His mission there, he's doing it. He doesn't care about anybody. He doesn't care about me and you. He doesn't care about Nigeria. The only thing he cares about is what he's going to take out from us. Please, I want to beg all bigger accounts, obedient in the forefront. Please come together. See what we can do. We are going to follow so that 2027 will be successful for us. And for Edo State, I already know that one is done. It is just left for Edo people to know what they are doing. And I know God is going to give us victory. For now, I yield the mic. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I think my phone is crazy. All right, thank you, call me Lexi. Thank you for that submission. Yeah, I think we need to from now we need to start having like conversations, plans towards that. All right, okay, Omar, you pardon me. Let me quickly take Omar's therapy. She's here now. Then I'll come to you after Omar's therapy.
Good evening, well meaning. Am I audible? Can you hear me? Because I've just been, my
Yeah,
network has been,
yeah.
off and on. Okay, thank you. Good evening, MS Adam. Sarah reporting live from Kiri Kiri. Okay, I'm loving this tonight. Sarah, you have a special room in Kiri Kiri, Abby. Oh God, this week was just something else. And then it was so embarrassing when Emir Saddam asked Dikbo, why? Why Tinubu? And he says, because the people love him. Fast forward to the people in Lagos abusing and cursing him. I'm like, that guy is a doctor? Has a PhD? And he doesn't even know why he, oh my God. It was so embarrassing. But Saddam, thank you. That moment was just so, it was just it for me, you know. And then I want to talk about Edo elections. I've heard a lot of people say, okay, they just want us to vote him because he is LP. They don't want us to vote him because Peter B says we should. Fida- those are very good reasons, right? But even if you say, okay, I don't want to do that because he's LP or because P2B said we should vote for him, I just want to tell you this. I listened to the PDP guy. I listened to that Aswe guy because there was a buzz about him, right? And I wanted to find out who this guy was. And they said his CV was long, So I'm saying, okay, let me go and be blown away, you know. So I listened to this guy on that space that FS Yusuf, held. I didn't hear this guy say one thing he he was going to do. Like, what one word, one key word, what, nothing. I didn't hear him say that. He just went on and on about, how the past administration, how Obaseki has done well, and how Obaseki has solved the problem of the Edo people, which he says it's their civil service. By the way, Edo people, they say people's problem in Benin, in Edo, is only civil service. That once your civil service is reformed and blah 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 blah, everything was fine. So he made a finding and said to people on a space that the problem of Edo State is civil service, and that Obaseki has handled that. He has revitalized, he has reformed the civil service, blah, blah, blah. The civil servants are not owed anymore. They are being paid on time and all of that. I hear, I when people talk, I want to pick who you are. Like, somebody asked me a question and said the nightlife in Benin is gone because of security. He said no, that week that he went to the club with his friends and that it was safe. And I'm thinking, you are a part of this government. You will not be going to the club alone. You're going to be going with security, right? And then you want an average Benin man to also feel safe. That was very insensitive for me. Like, what are you saying? Then somebody talked about their health care, how poor it was, and he said, no, 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 that it was okay, that he had fallen sick some weeks back, and then he went to the clinic and he had great service. And I was wondering, you as well, if you're sick, you will go to a primary health care? Is that where you will go to receive treatment? So for me, it was very insensitive, you know. And thank God I heard these things myself, for myself. And it was no, he got, and he didn't tell us the name of the hospital. He should have told us so that we'll know, you know. And he said, oh no, he received great service. No, the healthcare was okay. And he just said how he was going to continue, from where Obaseki stopped. And you could just see Godfatherism. This one, has got nothing to do with governing or doing anything for the Edo people. He's just there on the instructions of his godfathers, and whatever they want him to do, that was what he was going to do. I heard him from him. It's not hearsay. I did not hear from any other person. It was from him directly. So I was wondering, I couldn't reconcile the CV, the long CV, and Aswe. And for the APC guy, well, I'm sorry, I'm not here to shade him, but he can't even communicate in English, so I couldn't pick his mind because I'm not from his place. So if I was from his place, maybe he would have told me in his language what he was going to do. But I listened to a video clip of him, and I couldn't get anything from what he was saying from the episode. So I'm like, APC, foul, PDP, nothing. So what are you guys? Have you guys listened to Olumide Kwata? And then you say that this guy he has been in government, and I'm like, okay, so what has he done? But everybody can come out and say, oh, when Olumide was in NBA, he did blah, 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 blah. From all tribes, from all ethnic groups, from all, people will say, Olumide did this, Igbo, outside Yoruba, Rivers, everybody, Olumide. Aswe has been in government for 16 years. Nobody can come out and say, this is how he has impacted. This is how, and what I'm hearing is because he's not the person involved. I'm like, I don't understand. You don't need a title to be a leader. You can lead from wherever you are, and your impact will be felt. So for me, Edo people, please do not play into the hands of these people. There is nothing in that as a guy. There is nothing in that APC guy. There is nothing. Then about Tinubu Bulaba economy, that one, oh God, oh my God, that one did not. I don't know that guy. He didn't come to governor. I don't know what you guys are expecting from him. I don't know how you want the economy to turn. He didn't come to govern, and then they say he would assemble the best brains. Who you are will determine the people around you. Yeah, Lodo, and you want to have the brains around you. How? How? So you are no Lodo, you
Yeah.
cannot have good brains around you. So we're not expecting anything,
Yep.
from that guy. And for the people that come and cheer, the dollar is now 1,000. They will open a space, and blow his trumpet. Oh, rice is now from 86,000 is now 60,000. Aren't we ashamed? Can and Can an average Nigeria afford to buy a bag of rice at 60,000 naira? So what are you cheering for?
Yep.
What are you cheering for? And I'm just happy for Peter B's tour. I'm just happy that they felt that after they had stolen the mandate, that was going to be the end of him. Like he would just bury his head in shame. Guess what? The guy's flying every day.
All
He's
right.
just flying. Like he's just flying every day. And that makes me so happy. Thank you
All right.
for the
Thank you very much,
opportunity. I
Omar. Thank you
yield.
very much, Omar, for that. A lot of good points there actually. Omar, let's quickly come to you. After which I'll come to Nehemiah. Yeah, Nehemiah, you have been here for the longest. Omar, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, or well-meaning gladiators. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. It's always a pleasure to speak with brethren. See, one thing I just want to chip in, not much to say. The difference between we and them is that we have brains, they have brains, but they can't use their brains very well. I begin to study something about these guys on the other side. Let me not try to glorify them. They are being used. Some that is being programmed. Okay, take this, run with it, just run away, just run along with this particular information. That is how they operate. Not like us, whereby we have to process things on our own because we are independent. We know what we are doing. We know the right thing to do. You don't just drop something and you expect people to just take it hook, line, and sinker. So I'm not even surprised. It is good that they have been it's been sorted out gradually. So we now know where we belong. They know where they belong. They don't have their brains they have, they can't even use it to process one plus one to become two. So they are just waiting for them to be giving information, command, run like this, or they just do go and execute. But that's by the roadside anyway. All we want a better country for Nigerians and our born children. Then let me just say something concerning Edo State. See, Edo State election, the kind of what I see from Apata is going to be different. It's completely going to be different. It called it mosquito campaign. It not be how far, it's how well, because I know for sure he is a master of strategies and he's doing his plan gradually. When the lift campaign now, you will see how things begins to move. Those other ones, they whether from APC or PDP, they have vuvuzelas. As far I am concerned, they are just making noise. Chihuahua, just barking. They don't bite. But the dog that will bark and bite, you will know. You will know. So when campaign starts, we will know who is going to run out of steam. To them, they felt after the election, this movement will just go down the drain. But to their greatest surprise, it is even more energized. And they begin to imagine where are they getting their strength from? The strength what the passion that is keeping us going is we want a better country. We want leaders that we can hold account. But they don't want, some of them don't want such kind of leadership. But here we are. We will get there by the special grace of God. So for me, the focus is on the ball. We're on the right track. So coming to the space here is just like giving me more energy,
Yep.
more information, because this is what we need to
Okay.
focus on the goal. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Omar. Thank you. That was a brilliant submission. Quickly, we'll just go straight to Nehemiah. After Nehemiah, I'll come to Justice.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Emir Saddam, well-meaning Nigeria. Jimmy, Mommy Bolanle, I hello. Um, this weekend was a very, very fantastic weekend for the obedient movement. A very, very fantastic movement. See, I used to tell people, I said, we are fighting a war against the establishment. We are fighting a war. And the only weapon I think that the establishment has, modeled up is to get and gather vuvuzelas that will fight and lie and speak to them. We were having a discussion in my office yesterday. No, yeah, rather this morning, and it was a very, very simple discussion. It's like I was throwing questions to the people that are close to me. Now let us ask ourselves. They said the dollar is coming down, but the inflation is going up. Prices of commodities still remain high. So who is fooling who? It is just very, very simple. So whatever the agbadonomics are trying to do together with Cardi B, let them dance. By the time they finish dancing, we are all here and we will see how everything pans out. Obedient movement, make una ready. Na war we dey o, and we will fight this war. We will fight this war with truth. We will fight this war with facts. Just get prepared. You see those demented and god-forsaken people of the corn village, anything wey dem like make dem bring come, we dey here for dem. We gather there any day, anytime. And this new Nigeria that we are fighting for, we will surely get. Just want to say one thing about Edo election. See, the fairest ticket ever in the history of Edo election is Olumide Apata and Kadiri Yusuf. Whatever support that we will have to put out in that election is for us to win. We no get time for Agbado people. We no get time for Agbadonomics. By the time everything comes to play, you will see. And the Labour Party definitely will come out tops. Thank you, everyone. Let's keep the fire
All right,
burning.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you very much, Nehemiah. Thank you very much. Like you said, it doesn't make sense that, as in, basic economics should just tell you that if your currency is really gaining value, your inflation rate should be going down like ASAP. But because it's all driven by propaganda, it's not working like that.
Bag of rice on Twitter is for 57,000 naira. Bag of rice on the
Eh,
street is 90,000 naira. APC will
they
use
should self.
propaganda and
They
kill
should self it out.
Nigerians. They will use
Make them,
propaganda
make
and
them,
kill us.
make them lie about bag of rice when they go.
And they wake up tomorrow and tell people, flight ticket from London to this thing has crashed to 20,000 naira. Go to the airport and they go now stick airpiece goes stolen and go for that place. They will use lie and kill Nigerians. This party, and they're not ready to stop. Oh. Just wait. Quote this what I'm saying right now. Tomorrow they will bring one price down and tweet it out. That is the only thing they will be doing. They think they will use this Sakam and J and make the economy stabilize. No, wahala. We there here. Go on, women,
Um,
please.
yeah. I think it's crazy. So they saw
Sadam,
that
when you hear that word,
figure.
Sakamaje.
The S6,
Now, yes, it's
the
now.
S6 song, S6. Then as I come and economy. Oh my
Oh,
goodness. Go
so
on,
they,
baby.
yeah. So what they've chosen to do is that, okay, since you guys want to, I mean, now propaganda against propaganda. Festus Kiyama actually told us. Let's not say we're not want propaganda for propaganda. Okay, it's just that now. If you requested for the mic, just make sure check your phone to see that you've been accepted, so you can raise your hand if you intend to speak. While Justice is speaking, I'll probably try to drop those that the hands are not up so that I can bring up more people.
Yes, thank you very much, well meaning Nigerian. We are now fully cruising on Pablo economics. We are running on Pablo economics, an economics where Your naira is going down, but your inflation is going up. It's very unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. What we have been witnessing in recent times. But of course, we know already that the criminal drug baron, the certificate forging bandit, had nothing, absolutely nothing to offer Nigerians.
I beg, my network is not good. Is anybody saying anything?
I said the criminal drug
Yeah,
dealer
he's talking. I can hear him. So I want
is
him to repeat that thing. That thing
is
is sweet for just his mouth. The
yeah, yeah,
criminal
yeah,
drug
yeah,
baron.
yeah. It is not. Jimmy has already underscored the point that we are not actually defaming anybody. It is there everywhere. Just actually defaming anybody. It is there everywhere. Just a simple Google search, and you will see who has that Nigerian flag, Nigerian passport, and respects the Nigerian flag. We have never had it this bad that we have a criminal, certified FBI, drug agencies of the US, bandits. Chicago State University, up till this moment, have not opened up their Twitter handle. They have not opened up their space because what they went through in the hands of Pablo Economics, they have not recovered from it. What they went through in the hands of Pablo ECOWAS, they have not recovered from it. And that shame is what Nigerians are also facing on a daily basis. So whether propaganda or no propaganda, the worst thing that happened to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the criminal drug dealer, is that social media happened. Social media is one place that unfortunately he doesn't have control over. And the dissemination of facts and figures and real time information is something he doesn't have. He doesn't know how to go about it. He doesn't know how to go about it at all. He thought he was using his money to buy out the local media, but social media came and overtook, the narrative. So that is their greatest pain. That is their greatest pain. Well, Peter Obi's tour. I mean, I'm not surprised. This is somebody, these same children of the devil, cloned his passport. And me, sometimes I don't forget, though. I don't forget easily. These idiots that we are fighting every day clone this guy's passport. The same Nigerian passport that he says he uses everywhere. This is a governor that never used his diplomatic passport as a governor. They searched and searched and searched for evil around this man. They didn't find anything. Some children of the devil that will die cloned his passport. Fortunately for him, that very week, he was going to the UK. I don't forget Emir Saddam because we are dealing with Mami Water spirits. So when you exorcise them with fire, there shouldn't be any no. There's no peace for the wicked. No peace. These idiots clone this man's passport in a way to commit crime. So that since this is such a clean politician that we have never seen in the history of Nigeria, then let us, give him some international bad name, and then of course they'll carry it and run with it. But unfortunately, failed. So when I'm dealing with APC and all these criminals, I don't look back because when you are dealing with the devil, after pouring fuel, you pour diesel to make sure that you burn to the spirit. You burn the person to the spirit. So the criminal drug dealer, Tinubu, hey, no. This is Pablo economics. There's nothing they can do. Please, my advice to Nigerians, hold your naira close. Hold your dollar closer. Let me repeat it. Hold your naira close, but hold your dollar closer because Pablo economics will fail. It will fail. This is not a matter of being patriotic. You cannot jump in from the window and you start cleaning the house. It is very clear. There's nothing this criminality, these people in government will do. That it's just all propaganda. I have maintained that going forward, starting from Edo State, We have to now start championing that INEC, I see your hand women in Nigeria, must do the right thing. And what is that right thing? It is what is on the jumbotron now, posted by women in Nigeria. We shall start the recovery process of INEC. We are the citizens that must reform INEC. They are not above the law. They are a body created by law, Nigerian law. So they must respect Nigerians. Electoral Act must be Electoral Act. All laws already signed must be followed. Following a those state election, elections must be transmitted in real time using beavers in polling units. I have been tweeting it. The resident electoral commissioner in Edo State, if he does not follow this, I will call for him not to travel out of Nigeria ever again. I will tag everybody I know. They and their families do not deserve to travel because you cannot destroy Nigeria and you run away. Where are you running to? No, stay in the place you have destroyed. So yes, going forward, we will champion that INEC must do the right thing in elections. And that is how to deepen democracy in Nigeria. The criminal drug dealer, certificate forging hermaphrodite, has failed and he will continue to fail. Thank you. I yield the mic.
All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Justice. Thank you very much, Justice. I mean, you just reminded me. If you are just joining the
Sorry,
space, we do
sorry, please.
remind you
Women
again
Nigeria,
that
did you call him Hema what, please? Justice.
Yes, I'm with you.
He say Hema what?
Hermaphrodite. Of course, Chicago State University doesn't know whether he's male or female. All these things were in that transcript. So neither are we having just Pablo economists. We also have somebody we don't know what his gender is. In fact, it's just very unfortunate.
all right. All right. Thank you very much, Justice. Yeah.
And
Like I was
I
saying,
think
I
I
mean,
think in my opinion, probably that's why AFCC arrested Bobrisky. They did not want to go. They didn't want police to use transgender to arrest him because she is a woman. Which one? So if you're holding my my client, have you held the person in Asto Rock? He's a woman sometimes. She's a man sometimes. One person. So they had to use naira mutilation. The one that they will catch him. If not, what is naira mutilation? Is he the first person? Is the but let's tell ourselves the truth.
I maybe just wanted to eliminate his competition.
Yeah, uh,
This life.
Bro, you don't realize say prison people they gas come out, come announce say we've done our due diligence. But Brisky get 3 legs, so now boys play.
Reference to the post Saddam had said earlier. So this week we'll try to refocus a little to some key things. So tomorrow to start with, we are going to be having a space to discuss how we can contribute, at least propose some amendments to the constitution, generate it, pen it down, package it, and send it. Then also on Thursday, we are going to be having one of our economically sound brothers, Obiarere. I don't pronounce his name very well. To Obiariri, yeah, to come on Violence Space. Then on Friday, Parallel Facts people are going to be hosting GRV, Badable Revival. I feel like that's one conversation I'm also looking forward to. So then I think there's even like a space coming up on Sunday as well, where the likes of Patitumi and a couple of persons are also coming to talk about, the ideas to restructure or structure the obedient movement and all that. So those are very, very healthy conversations that we need to have this week. But for now, I'll go straight to okay, so real level base is here. So let me just quickly take or real level base. Wait, no verse. Let me take Seva. Seva will be here for some time, I think. Then I'll come to you, real level base. Seva, go ahead.
Thank you, well meaning. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. First of all, I want to go to the those state coming elections in September. First of all, I want to say those obedient that are making themselves willing to for the enemy. I only laughed at them because PDP has been in power in Edo State for quite a long time. They offered nothing. I was very surprised when I saw a public transport bus that Edo South did this and Edo North did it. It is the turn of the Edo Center. I was very surprised and ashamed of myself in the sense that Obaseki should have come out and tell us the things he has done for the past 8 years and why the Edo people should vote PDP and why they should continue with PDP. These are the things you are out to be coming out with to convince the people to vote your party. Instead, you went ahead to do that shameful thing, and the people are still some obedient are still here telling us that they are all out for the enemy. I call them enemy because that is what they are. This same template happened in Enugu State where some of the obedient went and say obedient for Umba. We are saying this regional something of or this turn by turn politics should stop. This is against our rules and against our ideologies. But some are still making it, some are still going back to the same thing. This is not how we will fight corruption. Some people are saying, people like Yusuf, some people like Lawrence, I will call their name because I'm not afraid of them. These are the people championing this nonsense. Yes, it is. These are the people championing this nonsense. Because and we are looking at them, we are making it look as if it is something normal. No, it is not normal.
Saddam, your mic there on no.
And come 2027, this election coming in September, I want to make it categorically clear that we are not going to court in Edo State. We are having people on ground that will protect our vote in Edo State. We will give them fire for fire. Thank God this is not a general election. This is just a state election. We will make sure all our votes count. We are not going to steal anybody's vote. And nobody should steal our vote equally. If we lost free, fair, and square, then we will accept defeat and walk away. We are not going to court. Nobody should sit somewhere, write result, and tell us to go to court. We are not going to do that this time. We are not entertaining that. So we will have people on ground. We will have situation room. All our votes will count. Nobody should steal our vote, and we will not steal anybody's vote. I don't support hooliganism. I have never done that. And two, in this same Nigeria, we have a problem. The problem we have is self-deceit. We have been deceiving ourselves for quite a long time. Please, please, please give me a few seconds. We have a problem, the problem of self-deceit. We have always been deceiving ourselves. We know where our problem is, but we don't want to, put an end to it. We always when Buhari came in 2015, I am from Benue State. I asked question when he made the $1 one naira brouhaha. I asked that in a particular that how is this man going to do it? I was labeled an enemy of progress. They call me all sorts of names. They insult me that they suppose Messiah has come and I'm here antagonizing him. At the end of the day, fast to 2019, the same Buhari lost Benue State in 2019, where I come from. At this time, all of them, when they see me in 2019, they used to hide their faces, run. But in 2015, I was made an enemy. They even called, they even say that I'm against the progress of this country, that I should be locked up. That's what they told me. We don't
Yep.
ask questions in this Nigeria. That is why it's very easy for this set of characters to come and lie. Somebody like Hadisirika robbed us, defrauded us, and we kept quiet. We never asked questions. So these are the challenges we have in Nigeria. And as for the people of Edo State, just people saying obedient for the PDP, if you like, go and vote mediocrity this time. Come back 4 years later and cry here. We will be here to remind you. We will even insult you. We will even chase you away. If you like, don't do the right thing. You are already on your own. If you like, this is the right thing. If you like, throw away this chance. Come back 4 years later and say the devil is doing, or there is no devil anywhere. If we have good
All
governance,
right.
there is no amount of devil antagonizing that will disturb us.
Yep.
So if you like,
Yep.
go and do the bad thing. Come back and
All
tell
right.
us that the
Thank you very
devil is
much,
doing
Seva.
what. We
Yeah.
chase
Thank you
you
very much,
away.
Seva.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Very, very, very. All the points. Some of the points you made were very funny, actually. Thank you. Thank you very much for that submission. All right. Okay. Yeah. Meanwhile, I was just about things I announced just now. I was supposed to announce this. So on the Chombotron now, actually, there's if you look at it, there's one of our obedient sister. This is pretty much that's some of the benefits of coming to violence space. It's pretty more like a free. Um, she just wants to, extend hands of help to people. So she's doing like a training, right? On, I think how to some remote basics IT skills for remote work. So some of you want to earn money in foreign currency and all that. So it's a training. She actually was. I think training was supposed to start yesterday. I don't know if it started yesterday. Last week she tried speaking, but she kept dropping off. She wanted to, extend it to violencers to join the training. So the flyer is on the jumbotron. You can reach out to her. I think her DM should be open and just get yourself equipped. Like she said on the post, you can get some remote job as just virtual assistants, and there are other IT related. And I don't think you need maybe core IT skills to do it. So I mean it's a plus for you. So if you have the time, even if you don't have the time, try to join, try to create time for it. So just send IDM for more information. Because I think it's also virtual. It's not a physical training. It's also virtual. So try to send her, a DM. It's free. The last time I checked, and I know. So this is not promo. She's not getting anything. But believe me, if you want to do remote job, this one I'm free for you. No, no, say. I beg and Ada, please verify if anybody's about these about people. I don't know why I don't like these people. As in, well, anyway, it's for obedient. The last time she told me about it, so take advantage of it. All right, let's go straight to real ever best.
I beg before Real Everbest says something, please. Real Everbest, no vex, no vex, no vex. Hold on 1 second. Right, so the last speaker he was talking about Edo State. In actual fact, PO said something earlier on this evening about the thought processes behind us saying we're in LP, we will support LP candidates. He said even if it is a cart pusher that we put into whatever position, we fit drag 'em. This one that people are doing in Edo State, PO's hand is not there. His hand not there. So it's like you need to really, really, really say to yourselves, those that are doing it, right, that at the end of the day, right, am I truly obedient? Because it brings into question whether you are or not. Thank you. I yield.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mommy B. Yeah, I just confirmed that the training is free because I wasn't so sure the first time. All right, William Abes, go ahead.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you're spacing from. It's good to be here once again. A whole lot has happened. So I want to start by saying thank you for every one of you who has been holding forth. Emir Saddam, my man, you've been under the radar for a long time now. You and Farah Ibrahim. Anyway, well meaning, Madam Bolanle, I can see your exploits. You are now with our. You've now colonized not just P2B, just P2B and the wife. Jimmy, you know, and every one of you on this space. I'll come back to you. Oma therapy. Let me start from where Mommy Bolanle stopped, because that was what I had it in mind. He just took it from my mind actually. That I had when Oma Therapy was saying, oh, was Aswe Gallo, I don't know what is his name. That, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't have, it doesn't matter whether he knows what he's doing, or whether he CV is from here to Mississippi. It doesn't whether he has all first class from Harvard and Cambridge, it doesn't matter. Whether he's the best man that ever, it doesn't matter. As long as it's not in our party. That's for you to come and be saying, oh, he's not saying anything, he's if he doesn't no, even if he's saying something, it doesn't matter. He's not in our party, and because it's not in our party, even if it's well-meaning Nigeria that won this ticket, anybody, even if that person is just minimum qualification that that person has, and the person did Labour Party primaries transparently, there was no problem. That is our candidate. That is the person we should support. That is how politics is played everywhere in the world. I don't know how it came to our own time, and some people now suddenly develop this kind of. I don't know where they got that this thing from. Oh, I can be obedient. I'm not Labour Party and stuff like that. Then you don't know what you're doing. You're a confused person. And there's this trend that has been going on. There's you will see that if care is not taken very soon, will be most of the problem we'll have as obedient is fellow obedient trying to make us look as maybe when we take some positions, some fellow obedient will now make us look as if we are mad. And even most times they will even do it with even the people we are fighting. Most times they will open space and somehow create an opportunity for even APC people to come and even gaslight us, insult us, and they were like, oh, I'm not that kind of obedient. So they will like claim holy than thou. Politics. There are so many things about politics that most times you might not just like it, but that is how politics is played. When you belong to a party, you support your party irrespective of what, as long as your party went through everything that was supposed to go through, that is your party. Fortunately in our case, I'm just saying, fortunately in our case, the person who is our candidate is qualified in every sense of the word. He's qualified in every sense of, but even if he's not even qualified in, like, he doesn't have all the certificates from all the fine schools, my brother, my sister, is our candidate. That is the person we are going to support, and that is what will happen in Edo. And for those people who said they're obedient and P2B saying this is my candidate, they now said, oh, that means you're not obedient. Let us just call a spade a spade. You're here for your own. And there's also this saying that there are people who were PDP before, and then yes, if you're in PDP and today you're supporting P2B, then you should support P2B. Supporting P2B means supporting P2B. I don't know how else, what other language, what other English are we going to use? How do you say you're supporting P2B and somehow you're pulling down his cap? I don't just know how that one, works. And again, for APC and the economy, and people say, oh, pray for Nigeria. The truth about the matter, even if I decide to pray, even if I decide now to pray for this country, to pray for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, even if I decide to pray, it won't change its fate. That is the problem. Even if I decide and say, oh, let me just pray for this man, it won't change the problem that this man has brought upon this. It won't change anything. So why do I now waste my time, to pray for somebody who stole election? Even if I say, let me forgive him that he stole our election, let's, the people who are calling us name, they are the one who brought us on this street. Oh, people who say we are maligning them, we are insulting them, we are headless mob, they are the one that brought us on this street. If they had not stolen our election, jejely, all of us for their our house like this now, they enjoy our God. We not for they do all this one. So they said whosoever that fetch firewood that is infected with ants, you understand, will not be surprised when those ants start. So they are the one who find our trouble. If they had not stolen our mandate, we will not be here talking every day. As long as they have stolen our mandate, we are going to be on these streets and we are going to be insulting them, we are going to be shouting, we are going to be doing we've not even started. We are just warming up because we just finished the election that day. So we are warming up. This thing we are doing, we are warming up. By the time we are getting close to 2007, that is when they will know, how we are prepared for this election. And I thank God for what P2B is doing. He's a man of his word. He said what we need now is to go around, thank the people that voted for us, people that sacrificed and not the rest of them. And that man has been doing it, going around everywhere. It's not easy. It's not easy for anywhere in the world. You hardly find people that after in contesting election they will just start immediately to start going. It's not easy. So what he's doing, we pray that God will give him strength, God will replenish him, God will support him and bless him and expand him and his family. For the Abado people, it's just very funny that people who are suffering, like if APC has been able to gather all their supporters, bring them to, sponsoring them, paying their school fees, feeding them and not dress of them, it's easy. But this one is, these guys are suffering, like they are passing through hell. Like the same, we are in the same country, the same economy that all of us are facing. All of them are, some of them find it difficult to eat 1 square meal a day, just like every one of us. And yet, they are defending the people who are putting them in this problem. If Nigeria is bewitched. Like Nigeria is one country that most times you don't understand how we manage to have the kind of citizens that we have. That people are praising those people who are keeping them oppressed. The reason that Bola Tinubu came in, people are saying, oh, he's building road in Lagos, the super highway they are building, the Lagos, whether it's Lagos coastal line or whatever they call it. At the end of the day, all of us are going to pass on that road. If they like, let them use all the money that Nigeria have. Let them give it to their friend, the guy from the Lebanese contractor. Let them give it to him, no problem. We know that this thing is going to happen already. This is what they came to do, to steal money. And they cannot be stealing our money, steal our election, and again they say we should not. It's not going to happen. One way or the other, one thing must happen. If we steal our money, we are going to talk about it. If we steal our election, we are going to. But I think by the grace of God, you understand, this last one they stole is the last one. They are not going to steal it again, because when 2027 start approaching, like people have noted, we have to march to those marches that we did during the election. We will march to National Assembly. We are going to stay there. We are going to sleep there. We are going to make sure whatever thing they need to amend in that law, they are going to amend it before we leave. We will march to INEC and tell them they should tell us this election, are they going to conduct it, or should we just go, so that they don't have to spend any money in INEC. Let them just tell us who they want to give the election. But if they want to conduct election, let them tell us how they are going to conduct election. We'll make sure that it's signed and sealed. So those are the kind of things we are going to do, and we are going to. That's why it's good that all of us are here, no matter what is happening. It's not easy for any of those abroad, those at home. It's not easy for any one of us, but we are going to be here because P2B have always said this thing is a marathon. It's a marathon that we are into, to rescue this country that took several years, to destroy. It's not going to be a child's play. But I think we are prepared, we are motivated. I never knew that Buhari can be present in this country. I never knew. Like I said it will not happen. Go, and if you, some of you, if you follow me on Facebook, go to my Facebook. I said no, it cannot happen. I never believed it. And that was when that man won. That was when my heart was broken in this country. Then Bola Tinubu, so I think the worst people that can rule this country have actually done. The worst thing that can happen to this country is, you see, Buhari and Tinubu. That's the worst thing that has happened to this country. I pray that God will just, leave it at that. I just pray that God just match break for now. Because if we have any other person that look, any other leader that look like these two people, then we are gone. We don't have country again. I pray that by the time this 4 years is done, that we still have, a country that we can recognize. So let us keep holding the fire. And I'm using this point to tell obedient, let us be obedient, let us be one, let us know that we are family. You don't have to, maybe because you want to chase clouds, you want to, you want to sound as though you're not partial, you're not biased, and not, you need to be biased, you need to be partial. Even God favor, God said, Jacob I love. He was the one who created it. He said, Jacob, I love. Don't question him. He said, I bless who I want to bless. So if God is favor people, if God is not, God favored. He said, they are telling God, oh, look at Jesus Christ. They say Mary Magdalene committed. He said, I forgive her. Okay, if you say you've not committed the sin, go and pick up. So even God. So don't be telling me you cannot be holier than thou. You cannot have a people who on election day kill people, stab people, and those people are coming. They will not have the moral high ground to say obedient are this, and you're listening to them. You're giving them space to talk. People who kill people, stab people. There are people today whose legs were broken. There are people today who are still, who cannot. Yes, this I'm coming, and those are the people you, for some reasons, you give them this, they bring them to your space, and you allow them to be talking nonsense, and in the name of you not being balanced and not being passionate. That's just being, that is just being foolish. I just think all of us can be together, know what we are facing, and face it squarely. If we must win this election, we need to actually mean business, and like we say, you don't have to grieve anybody. So anyway, let me just say, for everyone on this page, thank you. Oma Therapy, Pearl, Sarah Ibrahim, I can see Chigozie, Magnificent Dude, Oga Kempela, Bukina Geri, Madamanke Dede, Sweet Child, Nelo, Adora, my own person. Please, I cannot call them, so they've said I should drop this mic, but
Exactly.
lady, wait, no, Lady Liberty. I'm using style to look for Sweet Angel, but anyway, reach out to her, my personal person, Adaide. God, I wanted to call everybody's name now.
You
Sister
can't call everybody.
Hanatu.
You never best. Oh yeah, you don't do. Bye bye. Yeah.
Wait a minute, you don't have respect. That's the problem. That's
Uh,
just the
yeah.
problem.
Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you very much, William Abes. All right, quickly. You don't end by the time we're supposed to close. But now, I should just say thank you. We are about to round up, but we still have a lot of like a lot of people that want to speak. So I'm going to time everybody. So let's try to do less than 3 minutes. But at the very max 3 minutes is okay.
Mambolanle, Jimmy the Edo statesman. Magnificent dude. Sarah, everyone on the space, please. I greet all of you specially. Oh my God, I greet all of you especially. You guys listening on YouTube, Facebook, radio station, wherever you're listening from, I bring you greetings. Thank you very much. I want to talk about PO and Peter Obi and foreign tour. Two men at the same time. One says he's the president of the most populous black race on earth. Yet, you cannot tour the country like the other one. You're saying is not the true president of the country. PO enters anywhere. In fact, not them they rush am. For seminar, na Peter Obi dey call. For anything, oh, na him that they call. Dinner, na him that they call. Kiniko, na him that they call. Everything, na him that they call. He travels everywhere. If he just wake up today now, he could say he won't go this country. They go open door for him. He go enter. But you that calls yourself the president of Nigeria, the largest black economy in the world. You said you want to go and have meeting in Qatar. They rejected you. And you said you will still go anyway. At the tail end you went. The picture we saw was a picture from the museum. We don't know what in they look. They were in the museum looking. And then they came and the media was telling us that he told the investors that they say they are coming, that in case anybody tries to ask you for bribe, come and report to me. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of those investors have you seen entered Nigeria and start investing their hard-earned money? Because you cannot invest with someone you cannot trust with your money. Someone that already opened his mouth to tell you, say, if my guys asked you for bribe, tell me. How many people go get access? They will even allow you access the person. So everybody knows that if they try, as in those guys, they know if they try to come, their money is at risk. But PO at any time, any day, he's traveling around the world. And whether you like it or not, inside your heart self, you know who the real president is. So ladies and gentlemen, it is not a yes something. If you sure for him, make you run him. Make you just the wake up the travel, the way Peter Obi the travel. Maybe we see say, yes. Now so it be. So really, that's a very great one, and I'm really grateful to God for what our principal is doing. I am so proud to be an obedient. Saddam, I want to end by thanking you seriously. I want to thank you for the bombshell you give the proud guy called Ogbeni Dipo for asking him that simple and easy question, a question that a day-old child can even answer, of everybody, of all the people. Why Tinubu? He started saying, in Kinikon, even the primary school children are allowed to support whoever they want to support, and that's the beauty of democracy. And you're telling me that you're not being paid. You said you're not being paid to support this man, and you cannot open your mouth to tell us just one reason why you're supporting this man that has crumpled the economy of Nigeria, and people are dying because of rice. Rice. They are dying because of rice. They are dying because of food. You can't give a reason, just one single cogent reason why you're supporting this man. Oga Saddam, God go bless you. Thank you, everyone, for the great opportunity. And I pray that, I believe that, in fact, it is my wish that people would go back humble himself and sit down and really ask himself this question: am I really doing the right thing? How can I say I'm supporting somebody and I can't even give one single reason? When little me here, even if I dey sleep and you call me say, Rita, why are you supporting this man? If you want am
Yeah.
orally, I go talk grand food. If you want make I write, I go write. Even if na jagada, I go dey write, and you will see meaningful things as a reason why Edo election. Akpata all the way. Thank you very much. I yield. Edo election. Akpata all the way. Thank you very much. I yield.
All right. Thank you very much, Rita. Thank you very much. All right, quickly, I'll go straight to JJ. After JJ, I'll come to Dreams. Yeah. JJ, please go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good morning over there at your end, and good afternoon anywhere you are. I'm JJ. Actually, I want to call attention to one or two things. I don't have much to say. Just to appreciate everyone for what we are doing. Mommy Bolanle, Emia Saddam, Meaning, Jimmy, Maoga. I hail everyone. And Mr. Campella, always around. I celebrate you, sir. We are together at Ikeja. They are in Lagos for the obedient rally. You came with our president, Mr. Peter Obi. You're always around. And I always see you on space every time. So I celebrate you. You are doing well, sir. The incoming governor of Delta State. Sarah, well done. Please try and be safe. All these Agbado guys are not resting. They are not sleeping. I was shocked, when I saw that news that Jagaban, or what did he call himself? Jagun, he said Jagun Jagun or whatever, posted. And when you go to that their timeline, what they are posting negative, celebrating lies. But we thank God you spoke. I believe you are good. Please try and be safe. I don't know if it's Jimmy or Wemini. Please, I'm trying to remember one of our guys. I can't get his name. I believe he's very close to Real Ever Best. Real Ever Best, I salute you, sir. We were together at Ikeja also. You came around. The guy is always reporting live from the.
This Max, don't worry, he's fine.
Yeah. You get it. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You remember me.
Yeah.
You remind me. It's been a while I heard from him. Hope he's good. Please, my regards to him. Oh. I try as much to follow up from of our obedient that I'm following that are active. Some of them are not active. Let's check on them. And I also want to send an appreciation tweet to uh, Malam Jabiu. Malam Jabi is doing a lot up north. He has brought some obedient, join some few obedience to the house, which I tweet to educate some of them, because I noticed that a lot of people just come, they say they are obedient. I try and educate them that we want people that are educated, people that are loyal, trustworthy, people that will not be carried away with just few money that will be flashed to them. So it's not about being looking for the money, it's about selfless sacrifice, selfless service. Is a new Nigeria we are all working towards. So I believe if some of us also can, support them, encourage them, and let them know the reason why they join the movement, not because of personal aggrandizement or just to publish or to advertise yourself or to enrich yourself. No, we are working in support to our president, Mr. Peter Obi, and also putting in our best. So let me comment in few seconds based on what our president is doing. Is an international tour. It's thank you tour. It was a great success. We thank God for how God has been with him. All this Agbado and co. Their mind was that after the election, everything will die down. But we thank God we are still rising strong. God is our strength. I celebrate every one of us. Let's keep uniting. Let's keep supporting each other. Let's keep
Yeah.
following each other, and let's keep encouraging ourselves. A lot of people are downcast, a lot of people are going through a lot, but with one or
Yeah.
each other support, we can move forward, we can climb every mountain.
Or
God bless all the obedient
all right.
family. I
Thank
appreciate
you. Thank you
everyone.
very much,
Good night.
JJ.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I think you practically use your entire submission to reach out to people, and that's actually fine. That's actually fine. With Yusuf Maxwell, I know a couple of people have also reached out to ask. Yusuf Maxwell is fine. Perfectly okay. It's just he just needs to focus on schools. So that's one thing a lot of people also need to know. A lot of people made kind of post their a lot of things to get active at the time they did. So some of them have to like maybe a little bit recover, but it's pretty much a way just for academic purpose, not anything. All right, thank you very much, JJ. All right, quickly I'll go straight to Dream. After Dream, I'll come to a Inaya.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Women in Nigeria, I greet you. Me as Adan, my brother, I greet you. Good evening to you, or Jimmy. Mami Bolanle, I greet you, ma. So, why I requested the mic was when Saddam was emphasizing on what the said government is actually doing to Nigeria. So, and I also want to speak to Nigerians, we the obedient Nigerians in Nigeria, because they need to really understand the big picture so that it will also at least make them to whatever action they want to be taken, let them be start taking it aggressively. Like they should understand that this is the only thing we got to do. You get, because one is, you see, this government where they are, as in like being very very cruel to all of us here, is that you see all these naira devaluation and the dollar rise and all that. Since these people emerged into this office, they have never, for once, never create any revenue, like anything that can generate income to this very nation. They have not, for one like this. Now, the one that we have and some of the national assets that they are selling, they are embezzling it. Not that they are using it to create revenue. They are going to borrow money, not to use it to create something that will generate revenue so as to pay back the loan, to see me where a means to pay back to the loan. They are not doing that. Instead, they are busy tasking us with, as in from the little one we have. Remember, they have already used a subsidy hike to block so many places that the ordinary Nigerian can generate their daily sustenance from. So many businesses are being locked up because of dollar rate. So many companies are already leaving, and there is no way, in no means, any income is being coming in to Nigeria. No way. So it is the little one that we have within ourselves, that we have been circulating within ourselves, and they are still tasking us as in aggressively on it. Now, when this little one that we have, people are no longer have purchasing power again. Importers are no longer importing. People don't even have money to even buy. Some people will open market, they won't even see who will come and buy throughout the day. You get? So now this is the funny part of it. You see, when this little income now that we have, and they are not creating another one that will generate any income. When this one elapses, like got exhausted from within us, that is when Nigerians will understand how doomed we are. That is the only time it will come full clear to Nigeria. Even though these APCs that are ranting up and down, they still have 2 million in their account. They are still doing turn up, you know. But time will reach when even that little one that we are circulating, because they are not generating anyone. Instead, they are embezzling the one they are borrowing. So this is the problem we will have. If it is not even affecting us now, it will surely. There is no way we can survive it. No way. Nobody, no country ever survive it. So this is why we all need to be very, very intentional in tackling these people. We should start tackling them as if our next meal depends on it. So all these people that is sitting on the fence and all that, it will clear everybody eye. It will clear everybody eye. We all know that. Come, we are just left to fight. We just need to fight,
Yep.
because if we don't fight, it's not politics. It's not about politics. You are fighting to survive. That is
Yep.
the thing. So that is my brother. Thank you very much.
All all right. Thank you very much, Dreams. That was quite passionate and quite detailed. Thank you very much for that submission. All right. Quickly, I'll just go straight to Enayad and I'll come to Adamu. Enayad, are you there? I know I probably not pronouncing your name very well, but sorry. I don't think you are there. All right, Adamu, please go ahead.
Thank you very much. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I really want to thank Vawulence. It's been a while. I've not actually come up here to speak. I will just briefly speak on Edo election and the role of obedience. I find it I find it absolutely repulsive and angry that in spite of the happenings in the state, we still have obedience who are still saying they are supporting ABGA, obedient for ABGA, obedient for AA, obedient for PDP or whatever. But I really want to put it out to these people that the upliftment of Edo State is far greater than their personal gains. We cannot longer continue in this direction as a state. To be candid, we need competent people. We need people who can actually break away from the endemic cycle of godfathers. People really do not know history, most especially people who are not from Edo State. When in the year 2008, that's the second year. Yeah, 2009. We had a state governor in Edo State who was shouting then about the impact of godfathers. That's the former governor of the state, Comrade Adams Oshomole. The 2009 Edo State budget was passed in the parlor of late Anthony Aneni, the former BOT chairman, Board of Trustees chairman of the PDP. So at that time, he had about, out of 23 members of the State House of Assembly, the PDP had about 18 members. So whatever happened, there were critical infrastructure that were removed from our budget in his parlor at his Asokoro house in Abuja. It's there. It's on the internet. There are videos where the governor actually said most of those things. We had two budgets. The one that was passed in the parlor of Anthony Aneni. Oshomole, the governor, was present. And then the original one they submitted to the State House of Assembly, they dished it. And it was the one that was passed in his parlor. That was the one that the whole state passed. So no matter who you are, whether you are Jesus Christ, whether you are Prophet Muhammad, once you are in a party where these godfathers there are certain encumbrances that they are going to put on your way, you won't be able to perform. My question to these elements is, can Aswe Igodalo stop the pension of his benefactor, Mr. Godwin Obaseki? Will Senator Monday be able to stop the pension of Comrade Adams Oshomole? They cannot do that, because these people, they are the godfathers in this state. They are the people that put them in power. How do you want them to rattle them? That is why you would see a governor in Abia that is doing the wish of the people. We want to replicate that in Nigeria. In Edo State, whether you are from Esam, Benin, Afema, there is no tribe that buys bread cheaper. Do you know how people are suffering? The healthcare system in Edo is virtually non-existent. If you have an emergency today in Auchi, in Edo North, you will have to go to UBTH. You will have to go to Ira Specialist Hospital. This we're talking about close to about 100 kilometers. So if there is a secondary health challenge for you, not the normal I have malaria fever, you go to normal clinic. Let's say an accident that requires surgery and all of that. There is no single secondary health facility in the whole of Edo North that can cater for you. You would have to go to Edo Central. Either you go to Ira Specialist or you go to Edo South, UBTH. And even the ERA specialists and the UBTH, they are federal institutions. You would have a health insurance, Edo State Health Insurance on your hand, right? But you cannot, are you going to take it to dead primary health care centers where there are no doctors and nurses? Our schools are, even pigs cannot even learn there. Our roads are so bad, both federal, state, local, even community, even farm roads. Today the food stuff in Edo State is more expensive than in Abuja because the roads are bad. How do you want trailers to get into the state? Today you cannot commute from Auchi to Benin. You cannot commute from Saple, from Delta to the state. If you are passing through New Lagos Road in Novia Aziz before the bridge is bad, how do you now want the economy to thrive? These are some of the issues. What benefit if your brother or your sister or your cousin is the governor? The only thing you are going to benefit is your personal gains. Why don't you look at the interests of Edo as an entity? We have a candidate who has demonstrated capacity when he was president of Nigeria Bar Association. The records are there. In recent times, he has chosen a capable deputy candidate, and this same man has equally shown workings, even in his own senatorial district. These are independent-minded people that can sit down and take critical decisions to the betterment of the state, not to the endemic cycle of godfathers we have in Edo State, especially in PDP and in APC. So why then do you now want power to go to those political parties because of your own personal gains? It is only in Edo that when it rains, you will not go out immediately. You have to wait 1 hour or 2 hours so that the flash floods will be amazing. But we have less than 3 hours of electricity in the whole state every day. They will tell you this power plant are supplying power to companies. Okay, we agree. What kind of companies are they supplying power to? They don't supply power to SMEs. That person that is operating a barber salon that needs light 24 hours, he won't be able to pay 500,000 monthly to access more power. He will have to run on generator. How do you want him to make business? The fabric of every economy is the small scale businesses because they employ quite a lot. As we speak today, that industry is dead in Edo State. These people will come and preach equity. No, in fact, let me even break this equity fairness issue to you. This equity they are shouting that is the turn of Edo Central, it came into existence not even at about 2 decades ago. I think from 1999 to 2024, that's roughly about 2 decades, if I'm not mistaken. That agitation came into play 2 decades ago. Now, the Equity Fairness, okay, just give me five seconds. The Equity Fairness and Justice, the Labour Party, is now trying to solve in Edo State by bringing a Muslim to come and be a deputy governor dates back to 1960 during the Midwestern time, even before the state was created. So which one are we now going to say we want to follow? Please, if you are supporting your person, support him, remove obedience from it. You are supporting them because of your personal gains. Don't bring obedience to it. Thank you and God bless you.
All right. Especially when you were reeling out some very factual stuff, some facts and figures. In fact, the only thing you said that I think I'll just counter is when you said that if your person or your child person is in government, you will you'll be the only one that will benefit. It's not true. You don't benefit Shiba. The only thing you benefit is bragging right. I don't even think you will benefit bragging
Oh,
right.
what you
But
call and make I talk, my
now
brother?
now now who don't chop now they feel brag. Who they hungry, not they brag. So I really like I like how you did put it, and it's something I've said. Um, when people try to evaluate these on the same pedestal, it's and try to go just only technical. I think from the beginning I said that for me, I'm not. I mean, competence is good, capacity is good, but I think for me the extra I'm looking for, the main thing I'm even looking for now is actually character. And whether or not you like it, it's difficult for you, no matter how good you are. It's difficult for you to be in APC or PDP and have good character. It's too hard. It's just like even if you were raised in your by Reverend Father, if you start staying with kidnappers and thieves, guy won't be. You will become one. You go help them. They saw deals. You go help them receive call. Yes, because so it's very important, to know that that's what Labour Party brings to the table. The fact that Apata will not need to deal with any like the line chain of command will not be so long. For pass Lucky, can't pass all the. It will be too long. So it's even way beyond just capacity and competence this time. We need to also call character into question, and that's I think that's for me. I think I'm looking out more for character actually. So Jimmy, I see your hand is up. So
Yeah, I get voicemail for Sarah.
Oh, to my mute your mic. We know who you are. Forget this rebranding.
Okay, but I don't want. I don't want. I don't. Anyone who has
Your mic,
this,
John.
now
Your
Gandhi.
mic. My problem right now is I'm going
Children of the roasted corn. They are in the coven
through your tweet and you did not wish
about
Sarah happy
Sarah.
Mother's Day. None of you did. None of you are traitors.
Check my tweet. I tagged Sarah more than anything. Check my tweet. I tagged Sarah more than anything. So all this one wey some of the saying Sarah this thing. Sarah has
Sarah, you know which are
Sarah
Mother's
is
Day.
small fish to
Happy
fry. But
Mother's
Sarah
Day.
is not my
Your
fish.
Tumba, there's an allegation on your head. If you must eat chicken, now the chicken leg you must
Your Tumba, look. Kaduna
anyway,
Sarah is above the law. Tumba. Anita, you're not a good person. Anita, you're not a good person. So what you guys saying that Sarah is someone else?
Sarah, they say you're above the law. They are in their coven right now. They actually think it was a recorded message. They say you're above the law. I'm glad you're back on speaker section. This is not going now. This is not live. Oh, that's live. You can imagine when they open coven, emergency coven meeting because of one person. Emergency coven meeting because of one person. Back to you, one minute. Sarah, if you
yeah.
officer don't release you small, then open gates, I beg, just say hello to them. Back to you.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, Jimmy. Thank you very much. Sarah, you need to pray very hard because I have a strong feeling that these people sometimes if they use your picture till they do something. And I don't know, Sha, but you need to be praying every morning. Wake up and pray and cast and bind. Anyway, thank you very much, Jimmy. Thank you very much, Adamu, for that brilliant submission. I think it's never a perfect place to end the space, but this is like 30 minutes way beyond. And like Saddam said the last time, I'm always forget to say this. some of us are not on the same time zone again. So, why it's probably still slightly earlier in Nigeria, it's late. It's actually late. It's actually late for some of us. So, but it's a conversation that needs to be had. So please, just again to remind us, um, tomorrow there will be a space on. Okay, actually, I've scheduled the space. If they burn anybody, will help me the report. I'm not saying they not get that mind. I've scheduled the space. It's on the jumbotron. Try to schedule it. Then tomorrow evening, let's try to be around. Like I said earlier, everybody does not need to. I mean, so we'll try to take as much suggestions actually. Then also get people who have GRV. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Then on Sunday, I think Arewachik actually posted it on the Jumbotron. On Sunday, we have there's also a space with Patutomi and a couple of other persons to discuss. So I'm very serious. So I think this week is a week of serious conversations. Unless these are, we've had enough of buzz boosts. So let's mix some buzz boosts with some serious conversations as well. All right. On that note, as well. Okay, I can see Mommy B's hand is up. Then, no, please don't forget I dey beg people to go do training for virtual work from home, remote work. Is there? I've done my part. So it's virtual training. It's something that you benefit from. Reach out to Adaide, and it's free, totally free. I saw. Okay, maybe while Mobi is speaking, I'll put it on John Mitron. I saw like the content of the training just now, and I was like, let's say I go for register. Probably take leave or something. Mommy B, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Also, co-hosting. So, some people did some fantastic research, um, and it would be worth your while to come and listen. As soon as I have all the details finalized, we just put out a flyer and schedule the space. I mean, I gave Pio the report today, but by hand because I wanted him to have a hard copy. But I'm going to share it, share a copy of that report with you guys when I get a minute. I'm too tired. And Emia said, Kayla said I should tell you that tomorrow is her birthday. So get ready. If you don't
The beg
that
people.
the Nigeria of my dreams. Otherwise, I will write an essay
I don't know
tonight.
how they beg. If not,
I'll submit it. I will combine my thoughts with what Kayla's already written, and I am telling you face to face. Well, meaning I will plagiarize that lovely sentence that you shared last week of violence
this is
space.
how
I am
this is how this
using it.
life is. You see why Peter will be.
Ah,
This is the same thing about that be doing to Peter. But they'll just be stealing his idea on the tier. This is the life.
ah, ah.
This see.
Now they said it's okay. They said it's okay. It's
Ah,
a way of respecting the person. Yeah, you so yes, I have
okay, now
stolen
I
that.
will not put
If
that in.
otherwise, I will get first, second, and third.
I'll put baby steps of pain. Baby step of pain. It's anyway. Thank you very much, Mommy B. So, all right, guys. I'll just hand over to Saddam at this point.
Thank you very much, my brother. Well, meaning, let me bring up Sarah Ibrahim. Sarah, Sarah, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now. Hi, Saddam.
Have you finished eating your watery beans tonight?
I gotta go away. On a serious note, I was listening to what Mommy Bonale said about her daughter writing the Nigeria of my dreams. Do you know that? there was this essay competition we did while I was in junior high, and I did it was the same, the Nigeria of my dreams. And I actually won that award. And most of the things that I wrote, I dream of in Nigeria that wouldn't be corrupt. When Mommy Bonani said, "Oh, that was what our daughter also wrote," and some other things. I'm just here thinking, I did the same thing. Funny enough, my mom also wrote an essay, The Nigeria of My Dreams. And I just prayed that my children would not still be writing the Nigeria of my dreams, because it's insane that we're talking about the same things. We're still actually writing about the same issues, and we're not having any headway. We're not seeing any lights at the end of the tunnel. We're still actually writing the same essay. If I ask 100 people on this space right now if they did an essay in primary or secondary school about the Nigeria of my dreams, they would actually, like 50%, half of them would say yes, they actually did that essay. Because I did this in primary school, I did it in secondary school, like twice in junior high, and also even in senior secondary. And these are the same issues, these are the same things that we're still talking about. These are the same things that we're still writing about. I wrote it, my mom wrote it. Now this is Mommy Bolanle saying her daughter is actually writing the same thing. And I was just reminiscing, actually. That's just what was in my head.
That's fine. Thank you very much. Thank you. At least they have heard your voice again at the end of the speech. It's not doctor then.
Oh
I just
no,
want
I beg, Saddam, 1 minute, I beg. Sarah, I beg, what's be today's date? And what's the time at your place, dear?
no be lie. Please say it, please. I don't know AI.
Jimmy, we have an election to
What
win
is
in Edo
today's
State,
date?
I beg.
Ah,
What is today's date and today and right now the time at your place? Make them know when we dey record am.
I don't know. I don't know what today is. I think today is 16th. Yeah, and that's this is eleven
sis.
thirty p.m. and I'm here sitting down, you know, trying to look for something to even cool my nerves. I'm looking for fine girls that have big bum bum to just
In
come and
in,
dance
in
for
cell
me.
23.
Go
Oh
away,
yeah,
Jimmy.
that one don't do. Thank you, thank you very much. I think it's just crazy why we just have to do all these things, but it's unfortunate. I will just wrap up, guys. Thank you very much. I was doing a little research on leadership in Nigeria, and I just checked the age. Gowon was president. I think it was 29 years. Buhari's first term, Buhari was 36 years. Obasanjo was, I think, 34 years. I was looking at the age of these guys in their 30s. None of them was up to 40 years. I think the oldest was Murtala. I think it was 39 years or so. All of these guys were in their prime when they got into power. We might say it's through the military, but yes, they came in at their prime. But today we have people in their 40s, in their 50s, in their 60s doing hallelujah boys for politicians. We have people FG not Oye, FG not this in his 60 something years, happily being an SSA to an SA to the presidency. It is so unfortunate that for many of our there we have people that are so damaged that they don't understand their rights as citizens of a country. So when they see people like me and you come out here and talk about governance, talk about one thing in Nigeria that should include everybody, it is like we are, it is like we are them because it has not happened in their lifetime to the Western imperialists. If we can stand up as young Nigerians and demand for good governance, we will get good governance, and it shouldn't be something difficult. Why should somebody in his 80s, someone that we don't even know his real age, his real who he is, why should you fight for such a person? You don't have no, if you are his son or a friend to his son And the painful part of this whole story is that many of the people that instigate you guys to follow them through this tribalism and bigotry part are people that are friends to their children. That have given them money to come on social media, and when they amplify their voices, you don't know that they get paid for these things. We here on this platform, we can say, I can hit my chest every day and say, I have not collected a dime from any person, any politician in my life ever. All we do here is because we want to see in Nigeria that works. In Nigeria, if it works tomorrow, it works for every single one of us. Not like there's any special thing. I know there's nothing that's going to come with it for any of us. Just that we can comfortably say, oh, like our fellow peers in diaspora, we can really want to say we are going to diaspora is because we want to go to diaspora. Not that we are running away from our father's land, where our placentas have been buried. We are running. Nigerians in their droves are running away every single day. You come out here and you see people, a man with over 50 years going back to school. You see him, he will leave his wife, he carry his wife and children and run away to come and start again a new degree in diaspora, and they'll be asking him. And he'll be saying, oh yes, just want to follow this one. But we know the truth. Established men, bank managers resigning from their jobs, all the doctors running away from the country. But you feel it is comfortable for you to come and support the same people that have kept us in this same problem. It is a shame. Because he speaks Yoruba, or he speaks Igbo, or he speaks Hausa, or he speaks Jukun, or he speaks Steve. That's why you support a person. It has nothing to do with you. One just died last week. May his soul rest wherever he wants to rest. Go and look at the bile and the bigotry on his page. Nigeria still happened to him. We saw a celebrity die just last week. Nigeria will happen to every single person, irrespective of your status, irrespective of how much you have. No matter if Nigeria is going to happen to you, it will happen to you. Because we have a system that is not working for every single person. I just hope these people that think this is these Olympics, we are doing Olympics here, we are doing Arsenal versus Bayern Munich. We are doing, you think it's APC, LP. No, it's not competition to any of us here. For some of us, it is we try to make sure that as Mommy Brawley's, my younger sister is writing the Nigeria of her dream, that our children will not write the same thing. I cannot forget why this hallelujah boy, Theo of PDP, blocked me. He came out and was shouting, El Rufai's son, was hailing El Rufai's son. And I told him, I said, your father did slavery for El Rufai's father. Your father did slavery for El Rufai. You, the son, you're not doing slavery for his son. Your own child will do slavery for his child, for El Rufai's grandchild. When will you break away from this slavery? Baba, go block me. Because some people are comfortable, just, hey, say, Megeskia, hey, Rankadede. They're happy doing hallelujah to some people and you'll be a slave all through your life. Why them they'll be prospering? Buying houses in Dubai, in all the tourist locations across the world. Honestly speaking, Nigerian youth really need to stand up and understand. Look at what's happening in Senegal. I'm sure many of us saw those tweets. Some people still want to go and put the Senegal president and say, hey, he's a Fulani. And Senegalese jumped on that tweet and said, don't bring down your nonsense tribalism here. We don't do it over here. We don't do that over here. Hopefully, we young Nigerians will wake up to our responsibilities, and that is holding government to power. As it's not favoring you, it's not favoring anybody. Please, guys, we'll be back tomorrow. There'll be a space with Wellbeing Nigeria. Please jump on that space. On Thursday, on the Vawulence space, we'll be having a top economic mind. Do not miss that space for anything. I just can't wait to I'll just sit down and just listen. I think he's one of the best brains we have in this country. But unfortunately, his name will not give him what that kind of brain is a brain that Bola Tinubu should be lying down on his feet begging him, because the solutions this man speak about, things that they are doing, that he has done and he can do for this country, are things that will change this country immediately. But no, because of his name, they will prefer to bring in a Bulaba. He'll be with us here on the Violence Space on Thursday. Hopefully, Mr. Obiari and Emeka will be here with us on Thursday. And on Friday, I think the Power Facts team have a space with GRV, the original Lagosian. And please, if you know know how to write essay, please jump on that Power Facts essay. There's some cash prizes to be won. It's just to write a short essay of the Nigeria of your dreams and submit it. The whole flyer is up there on the Jumbotron. You can just jump on that real quick. So, guys, thank you very much. Thank you, my brothers from Nigeria. It's good to hear a voice, Sarah, that you were not taking off. My brother Jimmy, thank you. Mommy Bolale. My people. No. Harry, you come request Mike now. No. Oh, Harry, I beg you, come. I will give you special preference on Thursday. I beg, I want to sleep. You know the times the way we did. You know times the way.
No, it's a lie. Give
Let
Harry
me give
the
Harry
mic.
1 minute. Let me give Harry 1 minute. Harry, come. As I bring it all on. Oh yeah, now don't worry. We'll come back on Thursday. Please, guys, I could not come up to speak. I beg, no vex for me. It's just that these spaces we have to put a time cap to it. We can't talk all through the day. We have a life also to live outside this whole stuff. Dolo, Young Prince, UC Goddy, Mr. Val. Thank you so much. I'm gonna make sure that these names I just called right now. If you come on Thursday early, you have attendance. Priority for you guys. I see my sister, Miss Spells, Chigozie, my brother, the real Omezia, the whole Violence Space team, cast and crew, making sure this space is being streamed on our radio station, the Violence Space channels, YouTube channel, our Facebook. Thank you so much to all of you listening to our voices from those platforms. My brother Malam Jabir, good to have you here. Big Mag, thank you, sir. Mr. Ken Pella, Real Ever Best, Abukina Geri, my brother Nonconformist, Omega XD, Anchor Day Day, Mama Wakira, I see you, Saro, Olua, Oluwumi, my brother, thank you so much. Dr. Bankole, Dr. Mary White, God's Will for Nigeria, God's Will, the two God's Will alone. God bless you guys. Gaboni, Justice, Elvi the God, my brother, thank you so much. Oluwadami Larry, Onile, Olawaski, Damian, Omas Therapy, all the Adas in the building. I see you guys. Damu, my brother, thank you so much. Hi, Send, you came up and you fell off again. I don't know. Please, we'll be back again on Thursday. Mosemo, Estate, Tony, Shrubs, Bombastic, Mr. Waleri, Simcard, Emmanuel Ajali, all the Emmanuels. I see you guys. Chulo, Mr. Larry, my brother, good to have you here. Thank you. Thank you so much, K, the game. Um, it's been a pleasure having these spaces with you guys today. We'll be back, God's willing, on Thursday. Don't forget tomorrow, a space with my brother, Wellme Nigeria. Let us come out and contribute to that conversation. It is important to keep speaking to issues as a movement, as an opposition party. Let us stop giving these people comfort because they are so comfortable destroying this country. From my side is all love and light. We'll be back. Miss Ray, I see you. Thank you so much. See you guys, same station. You all, and remember all the time we do this for God, for our country, and for the family. God bless you all. Good night and stay safe.